Oh, now we're live. Okay.
Okay. All right, cool.
That was dumb weird.
I think it was because you were
for
early.
everyone, yeah.
I think it was because you were early, you know?
Is that a thing? But how does it know that we start at 8:30? That's like just an
I
unwritten
mean, it's
rule that
connected to
like,
YouTube, obviously, you know, and you set the YouTube thing for 8:30, right?
No, I just kind of have always said like Kyle and Corin Mondays at 8:30.
Oh, you
That
didn't
was very weird though, because at 8:30 it worked. But
I know. Yeah.
so for everyone that's like writing like this motherfucker, whoever this dude is, I'm gonna put you on blast. Where he's fucking bums at. Isaac, we were here, bro. We were trying to get on early tonight, actually. But for whatever reason, the first time ever, StreamYard hit us with some shit that was like,
fuck
there's too many people on or some shit like that.
Yeah, I never seen that before. That's weird.
So at exactly 8:30, it let us in that shit, and now we're good. But that was weird. I never saw that shit before.
True.
So we're early. And we're here. So fuck everybody else, man. I'm a rage bitter. Yeah, I mean, I feel like lately I kind of have had less patience. I don't know if it's because it's my daughters or like
sleep, lack of sleep.
That's what it is.
Lack of sleep, for sure. That's the one thing that could fuck with you, where like no patience, no happiness, like everything, just your shit is just depleted, you know?
I feel like I get my sleep. It's just even like I used to be very mellow, like chill. And I mean, maybe I just told myself that and I wasn't, but like even like road rage type of shit now, like I'll find myself getting more angry. I don't really do shit on the road, but I'll say more shit out loud or get more frustrated when somebody does something. But I've had less patience with just life lately, and I don't know what the fuck it is.
I think it's got to be sleep. I think it's sleep.
I could try. Like I'll wake up the same time, 6 a.m. every morning, and then some mornings I'll.
What time do you go to sleep though? What time do you go to sleep?
It probably gets later and later. Like I think last night was like maybe 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 hours of sleep, dog.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna cut it. You need 2 more hours. You need 8 hours, bro. That's what everybody needs. 8 hours.
And you think there's a direct correlation between that and anger or happiness type shit?
Tony Soprano said it when he was shooting The Sopranos. He said, like, to get in character, he purposely wouldn't sleep. And he was like, when you don't sleep and you're on set, literally everything will piss you off. Everything somebody says or does or like makes you wait or anything, you're just like, fuck you. Why are you fucking doing that? Like, you just have no patience, you know?
Yeah. How's your sleep? Are you good with people now? Because like, you don't really get annoyed by too much shit, right?
I mean, it depends what you mean. Like, I get
what annoys you then?
Sleep. What annoys me?
Yeah, from like a common person. If you're out, like if you're in the grocery shit, and like,
in a public scenario, I feel like not much. Like
nothing really pisses you off too much.
Well, in like a public, like a public area, like if I'm at a grocery store, yeah, it would take a lot to piss me off. Like I just sort of expect like there's gonna be a little bit of a line, you know, shit like that. I do have pet peeves, but the pet peeves are, you know, common shit, like somebody driving slow in front of me, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I get decent sleep.
The error message coming up on the StreamYard shit, like that shit, like wouldn't bother you too much. Like that kind of bothered me more than it would bother me in the past.
Tech problems, especially for shit that's show related, I have no tolerance for that.
Right?
Because I do so many stories and so many shows that like I need an efficient system that like hammers it out. I can't afford any sort of like hiccups in that system. It needs to be a well-oiled machine. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you're paying for some shit, like my phone service. Totally. Like don't fuck up ever. If I'm paying you, yeah, that shit. I'll see like airlines fucking up with some shit, and it's like if I'm paying for some shit, you can't fuck up at all. So
traffic sometimes fucks me up too. Yeah, like traffic will fuck me up sometimes too. If I feel like I gotta sit in traffic over some dumb shit, they got like one lane closed for no reason, or there's like a fender bender and they're blocking a whole ass lane. Like, I'll be pissed the fuck off if I gotta sit there for an extra 20 minutes. Fuck that.
Yeah. They've been doing construction on some bridge by my house for 2 years now, and they closed down they close down like the road for miles before you even get to the shit. And it's gotten to a point now where there's traffic every day there.
Oh.
And I don't get it, because it's like, why can't you fix that shit in a day? Like if I have a job, you're expecting me to do that shit within a time frame. You're affecting mad people's shit that you don't fix that shit right away. It's
And
kind of it's kind of fucked up.
in China, they'll do that shit in 1/4 the time. It'll just
1/4
be
the time
done.
of that shit.
They'll be like, we need a new bridge. Boom, build that shit. Done. Like 1/4 the time. They'll be working on it day and night, you know?
And it's not like they're doing anything different than us. Like they're paying minimum wage type shit and they're fucking like overworking people. We do the same exact shit here. So it's like, don't front like you can't get the people to fix the shit, because you can, and you could pay them little because we do that shit anyway, you know?
I don't know how they pay their people, but I would assume they kind of pay them better than we do here.
You
but
think
I'm not
so?
Sure. I do think so. Yeah, I do think.
Aren't
so.
they the ones with all the like child labor and like workshops and all that shit? Is like all China and all that
sweatshops?
shit?
I know. I mean, they do a lot of manufacturing, but I feel like that they've developed a lot since those days.
Okay.
Like, if you look at their cities now, they're like fucking. They just mog the shit out of our cities. Chinese
Just, like,
cities. Have you seen videos of
more-
like what they're like, bro? Crazy.
No.
Like Chinese airports, Chinese cities. If
Oh,
you
way
look
more
at-
advanced and shit, right?
Way more advanced, like crazy advanced.
Yeah.
Like the idea we have of China is sort of like a rural developing type. It's like that's like 1992 China.
That shit
like,
is next level.
In our lifetime, bro, they built like high speed rail. They built
Yeah.
crazy airports. Like a mid tier Chinese city mogs the shit out of our like top tier cities.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, you know.
I still get excited when I go to Stop and Shop and they have like this like little robot thing that like goes around the aisles and like I guess
it's weird.
It's called like Marty. Marty's his name at our Stop and Shop. And I don't even know what the fuck it does, to be honest with you. My daughters love this shit. All it does is get in my fucking way, and I'm like walking, and there's like this fucking robot shit in front of me, and
it's
I'm like
putting the mustard up on the fucking.
Yeah. No, it doesn't
the
even
shelf.
replace the shelves and all that shit. I think I could be wrong, but I think it takes pictures of like the aisles, and like when shit is low, it might be like mustard's low, and maybe it notifies the fucking thing. But I'm like, this shit seems so unnecessary. And all it does is just it just goes through the supermarket, and it's always just fucking making its round. And it somehow is always where the fuck I am. And I'm like, why is this robot shit always in my fucking way?
Nah, shit's about to get wild, bro. With like, if AI keeps taking people's jobs, it's about to get wild, because like people are not going to stand for it after a while, especially building the data centers and shit. Like, don't fucking put a data center in people's backyards, you know? Like, don't fucking hog all the energy and lead to an increase in the fucking your energy bill and have like the noise pollution and the air pollution. Like, fuck that. I don't want that shit.
I think you know what I was thinking about? You remember back in the day, you would send a text, like a IM to some chat shit, and it hit you back with a response.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like the OG AI? Like it would hit you with an answer. Like it would always reply to you.
It would be like an auto reply that wasn't like context dependent, though. You know what I'm saying? No, like the shit they have now will like have a full ass conversation with you like it's a person.
Yeah, I feel like back in the day it would do that. It would be like, "Hey man, how you doing?"
Nah,
like,
not
what
like this,
color am I
dog.
thinking of? And it'd be like,
not like this, bro. This is next level. People now like they lose their minds talking to it. Like they think the AI is their best friend, and they lose their minds talking to it. And also they're programmed to suck you off. And so like all the time, you could have the craziest, stupidest idea. You could be like, I'm thinking of murdering my neighbor, and the AI be like, that's actually a great idea. And the reason why it's a great idea is because Dave is a prick. And like sometimes he steps out of line and you got to teach him a lesson. Like it'll like backstop whatever you're thinking. And so people who have like actual psychological issues will talk to it, and it'll like feed all their delusions and make them more paranoid and make them more violent and shit. It's very disturbing.
yeah, that is kind of messed up. I mean, I like it for the fact that literally anything now, like I still haven't got my AC fixed, and like it's at a point now where I'll turn the whole unit off, because when I turn it on, it works for a while. And then at some point through that while, it'll start making this loud ass humming sound. And so I like just put it in there. I was like, my AC's good, like it works, but at some point it'll start making this loud ass humming sound. And it's like, you probably have a dirty filter or some shit, so you gotta like clean this shit. So I took the thing off and cleaned it, but it still makes that humming sound. So I'm still gonna have to call somebody. But the fact that I could type that shit in there and potentially not have to call someone and like pay for a repairman to fix the shit is good in that sense. But then I just saw a video the other day. This guy was having his girlfriend watch the end of Karate Kid, and the guy was about to do his move, the Mr. Miyagi shit, and the ref was like, no, illegal. And then they both came in and started making out with each other. and all the comments were like, yo, if that was the first way your girlfriend saw a Karate Kid, like she's gonna be traumatized. Like you just ruined the worst one. And like all the comments were like, they wasted the perfect amount of water to change the ending of this movie. Like some of the shit that they do for AI is kind of mad funny. The one that keeps going around that's fucked up is have you seen like the Super Mario one? Like he's watching the Twin Towers. I showed that to an NYPD cop today, and he was just like shaking his head like, how have we gotten to this point where Super Mario is now like fighting in the Iraq war?
Oh my God, bro. Yeah. No, I mean, it's fucked up. I mean, look, I used AI for the Lindsey Graham song. Lindsey Graham has
in the background of your shit. Yeah.
In his butt cheeks. Like I use it for that. So like, yeah, it has its place, but I don't know, man. It's gonna. I mean, I don't know what do people want. What do the AI people want regular people to do when if it's gonna take all of our jobs? What do you want people to do? Because they won't have a way of making money, and then they don't want them to be able to go to the government and get help from the government. So what do you want people to do? Just roll over and die? And like, I think the answer is yes. Like, it almost feels like all the shit they say about immigrants, like the right wingers, what do they say about immigrants? They're coming to take our jobs. They're coming to replace us. And it's like, no, but AI kind of is doing that. And the people who run the AI companies are saying that that's what they're doing, you know? So like, why are we okay with it? Why are we okay with continuing to build it when the stated purpose is to take everybody's fucking job, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You had your celebration video for that guy who won Michigan.
Oh, Abdul, yeah, hell yeah, bro.
And it came like a day later because what? They were still like finalizing the votes
Michigan
or whatever.
Counts in an annoying way. You know how different states count in different ways. Some take longer, some are quicker. Michigan just takes forever to fucking count. They got some weird system that takes too long. But no, so now it was a close ass race though. Like if it was a landslide, we would have known sooner, I think, you know.
So I saw this and I wanted to pose to everybody in the chat because I'm going to show two videos here on who did it better. But I have this here.
Yeah, I think he, I'm sure, appreciates the sentiment.
So this is you popping a champagne bottle.
It's like
here.
really wet. It's kind of hard.
It's like I'm jacking off.
It's very humid out here.
Oh, I got it.
So that was pretty impressive.
Oh, it didn't overflow.
You did it kind of in like one smooth thing, which I'll give you props because that shit's not easy to do.
Yeah, I thought it would be easier. And when I
really?
I was like, oh, it's actually kind of difficult. I had to like reposition the bottle a little bit.
Yeah.
Because at first I had it in the jack off position where it's like you know, and then I was like, oh, this isn't working. I got to like switch it to a different way. But yeah, no, it's not. It's hard. It's kind of hard.
It's kind of hard. And I've always just seen like my experience of popping a champagne bottle is NBA finals. I'll see a NBA player just have it in the locker room. It's like a shake, and a quick, and it's, you know, spraying everywhere. So I've always thought that shit must be dumb easy to do. But what I didn't know, and I think I was told, is like those bottles I think are prepped by like the equipment staff and shit like that. Like they kind of like, you know, lube it up a little bit more or less and kind of make it so like by the time the player gets it, it's kind of just a little bit of a push and the shit pops off. But so here's mine here. This was from when I proposed to Molly. For the life of me, I couldn't get that bitch. I'm using a full-blown knife in that bitch.
I don't know.
Careful.
Oh, she was shaking it. It's gonna explode everywhere, right?
She's using the knife too.
I just used my hand.
I don't know if it was the bottle that we had, but I think like they sold us a faulty shit because we couldn't get that motherfucking cork out for anything. We're not gonna do it.
Oh, it's listening.
Bro, I just want to take it from you and open the top second time.
It was dumb hard.
It's almost there.
There you go. Oh, it's nutting everywhere. No.
So we finally, but like, so that
That's what's
shit
up.
was mad hard to
Yeah.
do. So when I saw you do it kind of just right off the jump, it was just a little bit, I was kind of impressed because I first thought it shouldn't be that hard to open some shit like that. But then I also thought maybe it should be that hard to open some alcoholic shit because then you're preventing people to kind of like drink a little bit.
Messing with it. Yeah. I tried this way and it wasn't working. Then I had to I don't know, I put it down and I gave it like a real tough, strong grip.
Yeah.
And then I pulled up and twisted at the same time. And I just got lucky where it just sort of went. But yeah, no, I could get annoying. Some of them are too tight. Codelio says it's not that hard.
Bugging because it is kind of hard.
It was harder than I thought when I opened it, but I was locked in and I did it in a way that made it pop. But the other thing is I feel like if it sits through different kinds of weather, like if it's too hot or if it's too cold or whatever, it could change how much the cork expands and that makes it easier or more difficult to open,
That hand motion.
It makes it easier and more difficult to jack off a guy named Dave.
I also just thought in general that even beer bottles, why can't they should all be twist offs at this point? Like the fact that you need a bottle opener.
Yeah, it seems unnecessary, doesn't it?
The fact that you need an extra cigarettes, you just take the plastic off, open it up, and then but you need a lighter too. So I guess I don't know if that's strategically done where you need an extra thing to do
child locks. I mean,
thing.
They have child locks on medicine so that if a kid somehow opens up a medicine top, he doesn't have it all and hurt himself,
Safeties on a gun.
Safeties on a gun. But they also have for cigarettes, like you were saying, they have warnings. They have in some countries they'll have
ain't nobody reading that shit and putting it down.
Tarred up lungs. Some countries they don't even allow you to it has to look like an ugly ass case that the cigarettes come in. It has to be cancer or fucking lungs that are messed up. And that they do that to try to disincentivize people from smoking, to be look, man, you're gonna get fucked up if you do this.
I wonder if that would deter me from drinking if if the artwork on the bottle was some nasty ass inner organs of a human person. But I'd be I don't
messed up from drinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what though. So me and Crystal, we're not big drinkers at all. But we had that. It was Moet champagne that we bought.
Yeah, I've heard of that shit. Yeah.
We went into the local wine place and we looked for the most expensive champagne that they had, and that was the most expensive champagne. It was $95 for that bottle.
God damn. That doesn't even sound that bad for champagne, to be honest.
That's what she said, but if you think about it though, you could get a bottle of wine for $8. You know what I'm saying? You can get a
too.
So to have a $95 bottle means that shit's got to be pretty good. So we don't drink a lot, but when we had it, we were both God damn, this shit is delicious. So Crystal was let me take a picture of the bottle. So all of a sudden that, we just both became nighttime.
So now you're a champagne drinker?
Bro. I mean, I've always liked sparkling wine. If you ask me what's my favorite alcohol, I would have always said sparkling wine is my favorite or champagne is my favorite. But now after having that Moet shit, I'm yo, I want to have it makes me want to have a little glass of champagne every night, sip it at night. You know what I'm saying? It's so good, so tasty. Oh my days, it's so good, man. One sip and you're just why is this so delicious?
And just straight, right? Can you mix? Because I know obviously mimosas is a thing, and that's champagne.
Yeah, you could mix it, but we didn't. We just had it straight out the bottle, and whatever the flavors, I don't know what the flavor is, but it's a pinkish color. And it's I don't know, it's just the perfect mix of sweetness and dryness and bubbliness. It just tasted so good.
So now you started at the top of champagne. Do you think is there higher levels of champagne than the
I'm sure.
We're
just talking about the local wine store by us, which doesn't have they're not serving a clientele of multi-billionaire, millionaire types. So but if you go to I'm sure if you go to a really expensive ass neighborhood and you go to the number one wine place, they'll have a bottle that's this bottle's $2,000 or whatever the fuck, I'm sure that they have that.
It's Ace of Spades or some shit. Which one that? Oh, that's champagne.
Is it Ace of Spades is champagne? That sounds good.
So this is Well, this one says fucking $600.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's an expensive ass bottle right there. The 95
This
one
one-
would. I'll tell you what though, the $95 one tastes like what a $600 one should taste like. Like that's how good the Moet was. Is like I could see this shit.
This is
Let's
the
see.
shit that like all the
Damn,
like
600.
rappers have when they have like a party or some shit. Like they'll get
Really?
a bottle of this shit at their
Damn, $630. That's crazy.
but like so the other ones here.
Hold on, let me tell Crystal. Hey, Crystal. Corin found a champagne that cost $630. He said all the rappers have it. It's called Ace of Spades.
She heard of it or
she's
no?
Like she says, I wonder if it's good or if it's just hype. I said the Moet tastes like it should be $600. You know?
So they have other ones here that are like 200. I don't know why that one was 600. Maybe that was like just a weird one, but
It
like
could be a different. It could be like aged longer or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the rules are.
oh, Don Perignon is another one that I've heard of.
That one's not crazy expensive, right? Or I guess you could get. It's like there's like a variation. It's Dom, DOM, I think. Dom.
Oh, you ever like spell a word so bad that they can't even
Is
ever?
he? Oh, it's trying to help you out. There you go.
Oh,
there you
this is an expensive one.
Let's see.
You can
What's
buy
the
from
cheapest one?
Gary's
230.
Wine
Is
Shop.
230
Yeah.
the cheapest one?
This
Yeah,
shit's
they
like
have
$1,100.
You know what shit I used to have? Corbel. That's the cheaper.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Corbel. That shit is delicious, but it's cheap as fuck. I think it's with a K. Corbel.
Is this the wine that you drink?
Yeah, that's it. I drink wood.
Wait, what? Wait.
It's Korbel.
Kolbel.
No, Korbel.
Oh,
Corbel. There you go.
oh yeah, I've heard of this.
Corbel
shit.
champagne. Yeah, that one. And it's cheap as fuck. $13.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this one. And
You
this
definitely
one's
you've
good?
seen me with that one probably. You've seen me
Oh,
drink that shit.
Damn, yeah, champagne's always good. Champagne's always the shit that like at a wedding, like they're like, "Hey, raise your glass," and I'm like, "I'll drink that," and I'm like, "This is some smooth shit."
Delicious. Yeah, it's always good, bro. It's always good. I fuck with sparkling wine.
But so opening the bottle was just impossible, dog. And I don't know if it was because we had a faulty like cork in
my
that
guess,
bitch.
my guess is it's because it was like too hot or too cold, and
It could have been something. We've had it probably for a
cork
while.
expand more and like stay in there, hugging it. You know?
Yeah. But also, again, why are you making some shit that you're putting a cork in there? Like just
Just give me a twist top.
I'm gonna make it. What if I started a champagne company and it just had a soda can top on that bitch? Like, would it taste a lot worse?
I don't know. I do know that you ever had that apple sparkling apple juice called like Martinelli's. I think it's called Martinelli's.
Yes. Yeah.
That shit is delicious, man. I love that
is good
shit.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a twist top though, but whatever. It's fucking delicious. I love that
It
shit.
might be. Yeah.
The kids
but,
love that too. The kids are like, that's like their champagne, you know?
Yeah. Well, anything that comes in a glass bottle, I think for kids, they get excited about.
Totally. Remember the candy cigarettes when we were kids? They had
Those
candy
were-
cigarettes.
Yes. Yeah.
Those were like
Molly
special. You got
loved
those.
shits.
Those were amazing. You got those, and it's like, oh, look at me. I'm an adult.
But in reality, like that was the worst fucking candy ever. Like all it was some nasty ass like
Sugar thing. Yeah.
sugar stick that like
Yep.
it didn't even really taste good.
It didn't taste like anything, but since
And,
it was
like-
a cigarette, you were like, "Oh, this is cool."
Yeah.
You know?
Like no homo, you didn't know if you could like suck on it or bite it. Like,
right?
or, like,
Yeah. What do I do? Do I
you know,
pretend
like
to smoke? Yeah.
yeah, like you kind of suck on it for a little bit, but then like the end of it got all wet and kind of mushy.
I hate it when I suck on it for a little bit and the end gets all wet, bro. That's
Wet
always
and
the worst.
mushy? Oh, you know what I used to love was they still have them. They have the gummy teeth, and you put those shits in, and it's got. You ever see those? And it's got like the pink gums on it,
Yep.
and it's like the actual teeth. Anything that like replicates something real life is kind of cool.
Totally. Yeah.
I don't know.
They,
Yeah, the
they
cigarettes
get, they
used to
get
get me.
clever. They get clever with their fucking like. Remember Big League Chew? That they made that
Big
look
League
like
Chew
it was
was the
like chewing
shit.
tobacco or some shit.
Yeah,
You know, like they
yeah.
get clever with the candies from time to time.
I'm surprised that like I mean, it's still around. And Scotty loved Big League Chew, but the fact that like, imagine they had like a fake marijuana that was like a kid shit, you know? Because that's kind of what like
That'd be wild.
like the Big League Chew tobacco is, right? Like gum.
I mean, yeah, the candy cigarettes and the Big League Chew. I think what happened was they made those when like actual tobacco was big in society, and they didn't
Yeah.
know yet that it caused cancer. And then it just sort of got like grandfathered in to like,
that was
yeah, we got the
acceptable
candy cigarettes, but like, who cares? Because like everybody knows cigarettes are bad, but like whatever, the candy cigarettes could still exist. Like they definitely don't sell those shits anymore. I don't think. Let me look that bitch up.
No, 100% they do. I
Do
see
they
that at the
sell
candy store all the
candy
time.
cigarettes anymore? They still sell them? Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my god, bro, that's hilarious. On Amazon, platforms like Amazon still sell them. Due to
There's
government
a
rules.
spot, It's Sugar at the mall. They have that.
Okay, so due to government rules and health laws, makers had to drop the word cigarette from the boxes. They're
That's
now
interesting.
usually sold as candy sticks or chalk sticks. Okay, that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
funny though. That's what I thought, that there would be some regulation that's like you can't
Yeah.
sell these anymore. You know,
Like here's candy heroin. It comes in a like a fucking pen that you like inject into your skin, but it's really just sugar.
Here's candy Vicodin, little Billy. Get a pill habit today.
They do sell candy that like comes in like some medicine like type shit.
Oh my god, that's so crazy. That's
Oh
so
my
crazy.
gosh. I mean, yeah, I mean like anything to make some sales, man. Like that's what the fuck will happen.
It's funny because drugs kind of sell themselves. You don't really need to like do it, like push them to kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when they get old enough, they'll try alcohol. You know,
Yeah.
like they'll try some shit. You know what I'm saying?
They had I think it was at Nix's camp. She had Dare come into her school. And
Oh, they still do that? I didn't even know they still did that.
they still do that. And I kind of had to explain to her, like, because like, I mean, we don't really talk about like drugs. And I kind of like had to open the door of like, yeah, you know, there's this thing that people do and it's bad for you. And like people come in and they're gonna explain to you that like if you do too much of it type of shit. But I was like Dare was like the biggest shit back in the day. They had like the fucking mascot. They had their t-shirts must have been like the #1 top selling t-shirt in all of like the world.
I mean,
Or their bumper
it was a big
sticker or some
program.
shit.
I think there's some evidence though that it doesn't work. I feel like they found out that like this shit is not working, you know?
Well, like people coming in and telling you about like
Yeah, like the whole
shit?
program was to like try to reduce the amount of drug use, but like drug use sort of stayed the same throughout the whole existence of the program. And so they were like, it doesn't really work to have a cop come in and be like, all right, kids, drugs are bad. You know,
I kinda
because there's
put-
enough people who are like, oh, that makes me want to try it.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. That's what I'm saying. Like Nixon and Scotty didn't even really ever think about that. But now the fact that someone's coming in and saying,
They're like,
hey,
what's
there's this
that?
thing that
Yeah,
people really like that they
But
can get
it's-
addicted.
but it's bad for you.
But it's bad for
Is
you.
it?
Like, it's
I kind of want to try it.
yeah, like if someone came into my school and was like, hey man, there's this like this, you know, porn addiction type of shit, like that people do it and you can really get, I'll be like, oh, I'm interested in that. Like, let me find out. Like,
Imagine a dare for porn. It's like, whatever you do not go to the following websites.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you're telling them about all this.
Pornhub. No, do not go to this website and that website. You'd have the kids in the back just writing. Like,
All the shit down.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, low-key, I kind of put Dare in the same category as Girl Scouts. Like they kind of got grandfathered in as just these organizations that like everybody just fucks with hard.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
they're allowed to go to every single school. They're allowed to make fucking, you know, they're allowed to sell whatever they want to sell, have bumper stickers, t-shirts, and just make mad money. But in reality, to your point, who knows if they're actually making like a difference? Like my sister was a Girl Scout. She doesn't know how to start a fire or do some survival type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is Girl Scouts really supposed to fucking teach you?
Yeah, and then when you look at Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, I'm sure has there been a pedophile scandal yet around that? Because I'm sure that
There
shit's
gotta
coming.
be.
If it's just
Has
like
to
with the
be.
Catholic Church, who was like, oh, by the way, like there's a bunch of pedophiles that run the church. It's like, oh, that seems like a problem. I feel like it's the same shit. Oh yeah, we're gonna go for a weekend in the woods, and there's gonna be one adult and like 7 kids that are under them. It's like, oh yeah, that's not weird as fuck.
That's fine.
Yeah, go ahead. Go with the neighbor's dad who I don't know and who looks creepy. Like that, I'm sure that'll work out well. Like, what is wrong with people? Don't do that.
It's sponsored by the Girl Scouts. Okay, we're good.
Oh, it's sponsored by the Catholic Church. That's got to be fine then. They're not gonna
Go
do
for
anything
it.
weird. Like, it's fine.
I just bought, instead of Eggos, I bought my girls protein waffles.
Oh, we've been on that shit for a hot
Oh,
minute.
for real?
Yeah, some of them are good. Some of them taste good.
Yeah, it looks like it's a strawberry brand. It's like There's like a bear on the cover, and it's like
Okay. Never had
it's
that.
I guess it's a
Kodiak. It's
popular
called like Kodiak.
Kodiak. Yeah, that's
Kodiak.
it.
Yeah. We tried that one. To be honest, that's not the best one. That's not the
Oh,
tastiest
for real?
one, in my opinion. Yeah. Crystal gets. I think they have an Eggo protein one. I think she gets the Eggo protein one.
Oh, Eggo does protein now
I think
too?
Eggo has a protein one too. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I've
Yeah,
always
let me
just
double
known that one company that does with the bear on it.
Yeah, I think Eggo does protein. Let's see. Yeah. Eggo does protein. So we get the
Hmm.
buttermilk vanilla Eggo protein waffles, and those shits
Oh,
are
that shit
banging
sounds banging.
skis. Bro, they're good. And then there's like Eggo protein blueberry waffles. Banging
Oh,
skis. Good, man. I'm telling you.
damn. I didn't know Eggo did
Oh yeah, Eggo.
protein like that.
Don't fuck with Eggo, man. Eggo's on their shit.
Eggo's the go to that shit, but I feel like they could be doing some weird scam shit too.
Oh, for sure. Like, when I had the protein waffles, I took one bite and I was like, I don't know if these are protein. These taste too
That's
good to
what I'm
be
saying.
protein.
That's what
Like,
I'm
it
saying.
happens all the time. There's also this like protein pasta we get where I bite it and I'm like, this is probably not protein. It tastes too good to be just protein,
There's got to be some loophole where like there might be some type of protein shit in it that does something like the shit you're drinking. That's why I said it is like that's the chocolate milk, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But isn't it OD banging?
Delicious. It tastes like a milkshake.
That's what I'm saying. And like I've always equated the same way I equate organic with like not tasting good. There's still shit that tastes good, but like I think protein, I think automatically that's not going to taste as good, which I don't know why.
Yeah. But I mean, if you try these Eggo waffles, you'll think like I think like,
Banging.
oh, they're just lying. Like, this is not protein. It just tastes too good,
Yeah. All right, I got a couple things here for you. You sent me one here. That
Bro.
shit with Jonah Hill, bro.
So did you hear?
That's too much Ozempic, bro.
Did you hear what Jonah Hill said the other day? He was doing a podcast and he was like, bro, I do jujitsu. I'll fuck you up. Did you see that?
I saw that. I saw it. I sent it right to Molly.
And like, I felt bad because, and this is why I sent this to you, because I wanted to talk about this on the show. Like, is there something about when you're younger, if you're supposed to play like the loser or the fat kid, that like that fucks you up psychologically to the point where like you can't help but just not be normal? Because it's like everybody looks at Jonah Hill and like we're rooting for him, but yeah, he's right that he's fighting against this perception of him that like he's a loser fat kid, But like point number one is everybody kind of loves the loser fat kid because like we all kind of relate to the loser fat kid because like
That's
nobody
the first
feels
thing
like
I
they're
thought when
popular.
you sent me this shit. Yep. I was like,
Yeah,
he looks good on the left. Like that's his role.
Yeah, and nobody like we all relate to that because deep down everybody feels like they're not popular, they're not good enough, they're like lacking in this way or that way. But like obviously he feels like people were laughing at him back then, not with him. And now he wants to perceive himself as like the cool guy. But like you're trying too hard to be the cool guy, and now you just come across as kind of like an asshole.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, do I blame him or do I not blame him? Because he was sort of thrust into the role when he was a young kid as like, you have to be the fat guy. And like, that obviously fucked him up mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. But that's also like who he is. Like, don't stray away from who you are. Like it's the same shit I think about recently. And I see a lot of videos with Mark Zuckerberg and he does like UFC. Like he was just doing like UFC shit on a boat in the middle of like the island. I'm like, that's not you. Like, you're the nerdy dude from Harvard who started Facebook. Like, don't try to be like a UFC strong fighter. Like, that's not your role or who you are in society. And don't get me wrong, that like everybody could try some shit and be their own person, but also like that's not who you were meant to be. Like Jonah Hill was put on this earth to be the fat dude who's in the movies and like just be a really good actor at that role. Like, I'm mad at you if I see you in 2026 playing some shit that looks like that on the right side of the screen. Like, I don't want to see that.
It's so crazy though that like that ruins these people psychologically. Yeah. Like he is so uncomfortable with being viewed as like the fat loser kid who's funny. But like, in my mind, I keep coming back to, I won't say the dude's name because I don't want to out him, but like there was this kid in like elementary school who was a fat funny kid. I fucking love that dude, bro. Like me and him were boys at the time. Like I would go to his house, he would come to my house. Like there's something about
his name rhyme with Baton?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's something about the like lovable fat guy that's like just undeniable. Like there's such a presence and there's such like they make everybody happier.
Yep.
But like they don't see it that way. They look at it like, nah, man, like my life is ruined because that's all you will view me as. I can kind of get it from the perspective of like, if you're in high school or college and you have a crush on somebody and they friend zone you and you know you're in the friend zone, you're miserable about that. You're like, I want to not be in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? And like, in the same way that could fuck you up mentally, it's the same shit, but they deal with that their whole life over everybody's perception of them. So I do sympathize with them on the one hand, but on the other hand, like Jonah Hill's got to chill a little bit. Like he's done this too. Like he's had weird relationships with women who say he's kind of crazy. And it's like, you're a grown ass man now, bro. Like don't try to overcompensate. Don't try to be like, I do jujitsu, I'll fuck you up. Like, he's also just seems to not be happy with just being a funny guy. Never mind a fat funny guy, but just like a funny guy. Like he doesn't seem to have much of a sense of humor, you know?
Yeah. Or just be humble with it. Like like you don't have to say some overly aggressive comment to make us believe that you'll fuck somebody up. Like
right.
There'll
be like, I do
videos
jujitsu is enough. If you just say I do jujitsu, that enough, I'm gonna be like, oh, you could probably fuck me up, you know?
Exactly. Like the fact that you have to put the stamp of approval on it, that like you're saying I'll fuck you up is almost like I don't think you will fuck me up. Exactly. Like there's too much like I'll fuck you up on that shit. Like, yeah, that there was the dude on American Idol. Remember Ruben Studdard?
Yes.
He was like the big dude on Ruben Studdard on American Idol that like, was just like the lovable teddy bear type of dude who like sang and was mad good. And then he got mad skinny, and I like everyone was kind of like, "We don't fuck with you anymore because you're not the dude that we fell in love with." Like, respect to you too. Yeah, Adele also. Yeah, they took Lizzo also. Like
Adele lost weight and got plastic surgery, and everybody was like, "Bitch, you better get that weight back on, and you better unplastic surgeryify your face." And Lizzo too. You're right. Lizzo lost weight and started selling -6 albums.
Everybody
and she was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's almost like that's not who we pegged you for. Like, you know, like Jonah Hill's next movie, that shit'll probably be like, remember when 50 Cent tried to play that role in some movie where he got mad skinny because he was playing like a cancer patient or some shit? They're like, no, like we know you as 50 Cent, the dude who's like in the club, you know, fucking
jacked as fuck.
Like, don't try and that it goes back to the age old, like, don't try and be someone you're not type of shit. And like Jonah Hill's doing that shit hard body right now. And that shit just doesn't look healthy. Like it's almost like you are like,
did you see the John Goodman thing, bro? John Goodman, remember him? He was like the really fat actor. He was on like Roseanne back in the day.
Yep.
Very good actor, phenomenal actor. He was in that Denzel movie Flight 2, playing like his drug dealer friend.
Yeah. Anyway, good actor.
Great actor. He got on Ozempic and he lost all the motherfucking weight, dog.
Really?
All the motherfucking weight. I'm talking like next level. Like he's a deflated balloon type shit. And look, to his credit, if he kept on the weight, I think he'd probably be dead right now because I think he's 74 years old. So like you can't be morbidly obese in 74. It just doesn't work. Like you're gonna die probably younger than that.
Yeah.
And so, but like the problem is, let's see, is there a good before and after?
Maybe.
Let me see. Yeah, like look at his face on the right there, like sort of deflated balloon type shit. That's why people say you can't lose a crazy amount of weight as you get older because your skin doesn't like suck back into tightening position. It just sort of stays.
And it happens so fast too.
Right, it happens so fast. Yeah, but anyway, people are saying that like you know how skinny he's like half of what his fucking body weight is. He lost like 200 pounds, and like
look at his neck.
Yeah, like it might be a little too much. Like I'm happy you lost the weight, bro, but maybe 150 instead of 200 pounds because like it's a little much. You know what I'm saying? Like people look at him and it's like he lost like his facial definition too because it's all the loose skin now is hanging off. And that's not even a bad picture. This one right here is actually pretty good. He looks good here in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I think that one looks good. There was one that was floating around Twitter, a picture of him floating around Twitter. That was like
this one doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, no, that one's not too bad. That one's not
he kind of needs to get if he got a little like
the skin tightening shit. Yeah.
Skin tightening shit and a little spray tan. Like his skin, like if he had the skin tone that he had on the left.
Right. Yeah.
His skin just looks a little too pale for me.
Yeah. I do think it saved his life though, probably. I think Ozempic probably saved his life. I think he'd probably be dead by now if it wasn't for the Ozempic. See, you know, he was fat. He wasn't like, oh, I'm big. Like, no, he was fat, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the difference between, I mean, like, Jonah Hill wasn't fat. Like, he was bigger. But I think he looks a little bit more healthier on the left than he does on the right. No,
No.
you think he
don't
looks
agree with
healthier on
that.
the right?
I think he looks healthier on the right. I think
Really?
where I disagree with you is I think he's fat on the left. I think he's fat there. But I think to your point though, I think his ideal spot would be
In between those two bitches.
in between those two. Because then he would look like perfectly healthy and normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because how you going to be the fat guy? Like, if you look at his legs on the picture in 2026,
Yeah,
his legs got no fucking muscle on them, bro. And
That's what I'm
usually fat
saying.
people have some strong ass calves. You know, his calves are smaller than mine, and I got tiny ass calves.
That's what I'm saying. He's not that bad on the left. Like he's
Nah, butter passer, you're sort of totally tweaking on this shit. Look at his chin. Like, look at his chin.
chin's
chin
OD. The chin's OD.
His chin has like 4 chins. His chin, it's like it's just like a tire of fucking fat around his face, you know?
If he pulled up to a pool on the left and took his shirt off, I'd be like, all right, that dude he's a little big. If he pulled up to the pool on the right and took his shirt off, I'd be like, that dude looks like he looks like he's got some shit.
I think it's Ozempic. Is that what you think? It's Ozempic on the right?
It's gotta
be. Yeah, it's gotta be.
Gotta
Ozempic.
be.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, he seems like he's got a lot of shit going on, you know?
Yeah, a lot of mental baggage. I feel like, bro, Hollywood fucks people up hard, man.
A lot of people.
It fucks a lot of people up where it's just hard to come out. Like, if you were ever a child star, they just seem to be all fucked up mentally. You know,
all messed up.
I'm sure you've been following the Ariana Grande shit. Have you seen this?
Kind of.
Bro, people are afraid she's gonna die, bro. People are
She's like very skinny, right?
Yes, people think she has an eating disorder, and they think that she's
Got it.
like on the brink of dying. And in fact, they're comparing her to somebody else who had an eating disorder, and they have like a picture of her that was from like a couple of weeks before she died. And
Yeah.
like the person who died looked healthier than Ariana Grande does now.
Really?
Like Ariana Grande looks like a bag of bones, bro. Like you could see
yeah.
her fucking like, you could see like her rib. Yeah, like that's not healthy, dog.
That's
You
not
could
healthy.
See, like, her
I've
fucking
noticed that.
rib
Yeah,
cage.
when
You could see like her rib cage and shit. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
and
that's not
now
good.
they're saying like, oh, she's
What-
gonna like get help after her tour. But people like after her tour, like she needs to go get help right now, dog. Like she's not. I don't know whether it's anorexia or bulimia, but like people are very concerned about her, and they think like she's not long for this world if she doesn't get help very very soon. You know.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
she's
don't
been through
get
a
is,
lot, by
like-
the way. Like mentally, she's been through a lot. Remember, she did a concert and they got like attacked by ISIS. Remember that?
No.
And then on top of
What?
Mac Miller killed himself. That was like
Was she
her
she was dating him?
ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
that
really?
was it was like a little bit after they broke up, which also could fuck her up because she could think like, did he kill himself because of me? You know? Never mind.
Yeah.
When she was at Nickelodeon and they had that dude that was diddling all the fucking kids when she was there. Lord only knows what happened to her. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, this is I
That
noticed
one is
that
actually it's worse than that now. Like that one's not even
yeah, that
crazy
one's
bad.
not
Like I've
as
seen
bad.
bad. She was a new music video where she literally looked like a skeleton. Like she actually looked like a skeleton.
Not that. I mean, that's pretty skinny too.
That's
there.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, I noticed that like when she was doing like the Wicked tour, like she would be
looked
out there,
weird.
and that's on camera, and they say like cameras add a little bit of
Right.
like weight.
Mhm.
Imagine in person seeing that and just being like, she just looks frail and skinny. Yeah, you hope like everyone like she's good, but like what's also crazy to me is like you see all the comments, you hear everybody talking, so why can't you
It
get,
was
like,
it's an
get
illness,
help
bro.
for that? Yeah,
It's an illness. Anorexia, bulimia, eating disorder. Like it's an illness. Like you need real professional help. You know?
yeah, I know. Oh,
They
Jelly
say- did
Roll
you-
got really fucking skinny too. He definitely was doing some Ozempic.
True.
Shout out Laura.
When I went through my like weightlifting phase and my gym phase, did you
Mhm.
know bigorexia is a thing where like these juice head guys look in the mirror and they feel like they're not jacked enough even though they're fucking mega jacked? Did you know that?
I mean, it sounds true, but I mean that's.
It sounds fake as fuck, I feel like. Bigorexia. Let me look at bigorexia.
I mean, that's why
is-
every muscle man is always in the mirror, like
yeah,
flexing and like taking pictures and shit because they're not satisfied with where they're at.
it's real, bro. It says bigorexia is a body dysmorphic disorder characterized by individuals' desire to have less fat mass and obsession with increasing muscle mass. So all like those bodybuilders all have bigorexia, you know?
Why would they call it orexia? Because then it makes me think of like on some dick size shit.
Well, anorexia, that's why they call it.
Oh.
Like anorexia is the I don't eat shit. Bigorexia is the I need to get bigger shit. Like I need to get skinnier, I need to get bigger, you know?
Right. Well, it made me think of this. You sent me this joint earlier, and
Bro. Okay, so the guy with the world's smallest penis, the guy who's with the world's smallest penis known, like he's the only one that admits it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's definitely some dude with a tinier dick who just like, I got a big ass dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to
apparently,
this guy for admitting that.
He did a GoFundMe, and now he's going to pay for his dick enlargement surgery with that money.
So, the man who claims that the world's smallest penis is ready for a growth spurt because his enhancement is officially on the books. He raised $13,000.
Bro, shout out to him, man, and shout out to everybody who donated to the tiny dick guy. Like they're looking out. They're looking out. Does it say how tiny his shit is? I remembered it one time.
They said he's still yeah, it did say. I read this.
Wait a second. Are they trying to say it's as big as his fingernail?
Yeah. As previously reported, Michael likens his erect penis to his fingernail.
Oh no. Oh
specifically his pinky nail.
Oh my days. How is that possible?
Oh, did you say oh my days?
Oh, how is that possible, bro? How is that possible? Fingernail? Like that's like barely you could barely see it.
That is
like
kind of I mean, he looks like a normal ass dude.
He does look like a normal ass dude, but like world's smallest penis. He initially planned to undergo surgery, but pulled out over the potential risks and opted for filler instead. Beverly Hills doctor offered to pump his package for free, but Michaels is now keeping the procedure closer to home. Michaels tells us he's grateful and excited for the big day when his little guy finally gets a shot and moving up in the world. So he's going to do filler, but if you do filler on a thing that's the size of your fingernail, like how big are you going to be able to get it? Like,
yeah, I feel like that's almost like you need like a full surgery at that point.
Oh,
like,
you definitely need you need like a cadaver's dick that they put on you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised that's not more common, like like hair plugs or something like that.
Well, I'm sure it's a super invasive surgery. Let me look this up. How invasive is penis enlargement surgery? They say there's a rumor that Elon Musk wanted one, or he got one, and they botched
he definitely got that shit.
They botched it, they said, and his shit is deformed now. That's the rumor online.
His shit's been deformed since '88, probably.
All right, let's see. Penis enlargement surgery is a highly invasive medical intervention. Major health organizations, including the Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic, view cosmetic surgeries of this nature as risky, unproven, and generally unnecessary for individuals with normal anatomy. Depending on the specific technique, these procedures involve deep tissue slicing, foreign substance implants, or general anesthesia. So there's a lengthening surgery. They say it's highly invasive. A surgeon cuts the suspensory ligament that anchors the penis to your pubic bone. This drops the internal shaft toward the maximize flaccid hanging length, but it can permanently destabilize the angle of an erection. Oh, so instead of it, when you get hard, instead of your shit being like that, your shit is sort of like that now, probably. That's what they're saying. Then they have implants, bro. They have a dick implant. Moderately to highly invasive, performed under general anesthesia. A surgeon cuts open the pubic or penile area to tuck a contoured silicone shroud under the skin. But then, isn't that going to affect how sex feels to you if you have an implant? If your dick, if your dick is not your dick, if it's like a foreign object, you're not going to feel it.
Yeah.
Autologous fat transfer, girth. That's what there's a fat transfer that increases the girth. This dual zone procedure requires liposuction to harvest fat from your stomach or thighs, which is then refined and injected deep beneath the penile skin. So you can make your dick fatter by taking fat from your belly and putting it in your dick. Oh my God, bro. That's crazy.
The one that gets me is the booty implants, because that is clearly so obvious with women that like you see it and you're like, you're not even fooling anybody.
I don't know why they don't do the legs to match the ass when they do it. Like
that's what I'm saying.
You would think it's got to be a package deal. Like I'm gonna do the legs and the ass to make it match, but they don't do that. They just do the ass.
Yeah, and it's like you can do the penis implant, but not do your balls, and no one would really notice unless you're wearing some boxers or some shit. But you wear pants, everyone sees your ass,
bro. And by the way, that's like a really talk about an invasive surgery. You can't sit down on your ass for like a year or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I got lay on your stomach.
I got my tubes tied, and everyone was saying that like I was gonna be messed up for a little bit after that. But I was like out and about the next day doing some like lifting shit.
Yeah, I think it's a simple procedure for that. I think
But
it's very
imagine
quick.
like, I mean, imagine getting a dick implant and then trying to pee the next day. Like that shit must kill. That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine getting an ass implant and then having to take a shit the next day. Like it's over
You
for
can't
you.
sit.
Like
Yeah, you can't sit.
You can't sit, and even squatting on it, like trying to get some duty out of those cheeks is probably OD. Like that's natural. You can't like avoid that. You can't shy away. Like
Yeah, you
that's,
can't be like, I'm just gonna not shit for 6 months. It'll be all right.
and I feel like it's a lot more common than people think right now.
Oh, it's fucking everywhere. Miami, every
Oh
3
yeah, that's what I'm
feet
saying.
you step, there's a BBL somewhere, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how that became like commonplace because it's like, you know who needs it? And I sent you the video was Chris Berman. His shit
Bro.
was like
He's got the negative ass. He's got that concave ass, and it does not match his belly at all.
no.
Like you still got a big ass belly, and then you got little twig boy legs that don't match the belly, you know?
And his shit just goes down. Like if someone needs an ass implant, it's Chris Berman. And if you don't know what we're talking about, go look that shit up. We both just played basketball recently. I played in a tournament on Saturday, and you played with your son and kind of beasted. That shit was a good ass feeling, right?
Yeah, so Crystal got the text that they want to do adults versus kids. And they
that.
sort of lied. They were like, oh, nothing really required, just light running, you know, like nothing serious.
Never. That's just
then the
100%.
game starts and everybody's going 100%, right? And I'm like, oh shit, okay. So anyway, I play like.
What was your mindset
forward.
going in? You're like, I'm gonna go light on this shit.
I literally had no mindset whatsoever. I'm just like, whatever.
Okay.
We're out here to like have a good time and play with the kids. But we started playing and I play like power forward or center, like I'm sort of in the paint type dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And just right off the rip, man, it's like people feeding me, immediate making the layups, right? So I got like a quick 6 points, like badow, just like right away, right?
You probably feeling good.
That was like, okay, yeah, this feels good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up switching it around where like we had one of the adults go with the kids, and we had the kids always take the ball. It was a half court. We had all the kids take the ball out from the top because you know, we were scoring too much. So it's like let them take it from the top every time. Bro, tell me how I had 20 points, dog. Not only did I have 20 points, at one point, I hit him with the, you know, the famous Michael Jordan reverse layup?
Yeah.
I hit him with that shit. I hit him with the Michael Jordan reverse layup. And I heard
they probably thought you were like you could have hit him with some like, yeah, I played D2 in this shit. Like, you could have started fronting at that point.
I heard the bench when I made the reverse layup. I heard the bench go, oh!
Did you surprise yourself with that one?
Yes. And then the coach was like, because I was wearing my Jordans, the coach was like, it's the shoes. That's why I made it. It's the shoes. But yeah, I hit him with the reverse layup. I put the spin on the ball, like spun it and then made it and it dropped in. And oh my God, bro. So yeah, it was fun, man. I had a lot of fun, but like, I'm happy it was half court. Because if it was full court, I would not have dropped 20. No shot. I'm just not in good enough shape to run up and down that court and score 20.
Yeah, I guess. I did that once. I played with like 7th graders when I was coaching in Southside Chicago. And I went into it with the mindset of like, let me try and beast in this shit. I think it was like the first or second play. I tried to hit somebody with a move and I rolled my ankle like horribly. Like to a point where I had to sit out and everyone was looking at me with like, you're kind of ODing, bro. Like, would it like, like, and it was, that shit was embarrassing as fuck. So luckily you beasted because it's not good being on the other side of that where you try to beast and like you fuck up and because you lose all credibility too. Like the rest of the season, they're like, I'm like, yo, guard him, put your hands. They're like, yo, shut the fuck up. You were that dude who couldn't even fuck. So now you probably got OD cred with that squad where if you say anything from the side, they're like,
it might matter.
Oh,
yeah.
valid.
But you know what's funny is there was another dad there who was trying to beast and he played okay, but like,
but
he was his efficiency. Like I missed maybe like 2 shots and made the rest of them. Whereas he was like, he was trying spin moves and like moving up and missing layups and shit. And it was like, it was a little too much. Like I'm going 100%. Whereas me, and that's the benefit of being like a power forward or a center is like, you just sort of stand there and get fed and make the layup. Like the point guard will just find you sometimes. You're just like, oop, bloop, right up and you make it, you know? So
have you tried to hit your son with some shit now? And he's like kind of been more attentive to like what you're saying?
Not really. They just had a game this Saturday. It was an amazing game they had this Saturday where it went to like triple overtime. They ended up losing, but it went to triple overtime. There was one moment where somebody hit a shot we thought right before the buzzer went off, but somebody recorded it and it wasn't. It was just after the buzzer went off. But our teammate had made the shot that we thought was a buzzer beater. We all ran on the court. We were super excited and shit. But yeah, I haven't given him.
But they went back to the video. They went to the video.
They waved it off. I mean, the referees knew that it didn't count.
Okay.
But we all thought it counted because we were rooting for the team. It was close enough. But when I saw the video, I was like, oh, they're right. Like they didn't get it off in time, you know. But I haven't given him any advice since then. But
oh, damn, now's the time to fucking strike while the iron's hot on some
Probably,
would you say 20-something points?
20. Yeah.
That's a good amount.
I know.
Kind of be like, yo.
Yeah.
I know
well,
what the fuck
technically
I'm
it was
talking
ones
about.
and twos, so I scored 10, but like if they were worth 2, it would be 20. Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Did you see Enes Kanter and this dude Royce White are like?
I was gonna bring that up to you, bro. This shit was not a motherfucking problem until they made it a problem. They're making it seem like, oh, we got all these like trans women coming into the WNBA and dunking and shit, and it's like that wasn't happening. And now you idiots are trying to make a big spectacle of the shit, being right-wing trolls, and like all you're proving is that they shouldn't allow right-wing trolls into the WNBA. I feel bad for the WNBA, man, because they're always the butt of some joke. Like when they were, remember they were throwing different colored dildos on the floor and then putting bets on Poly Market or Kalshi, like what color's the next dildo's going to be. I feel bad for them, man. Like they're just trying to play basketball and like make their money. And you got these assholes who are like some dude wearing a wig who's pretending like he's trans, but he's not. Like, I'm going to go play in the WNBA. Like, fuck you. And then Enes Kanter does it too. Like the Royce guy said it first. And then now when Enes Kanter tried to do it, like all these right-wing fucking former NBA players who are washed as shit are like
just looking for attention. I mean, Enes got kicked out the league.
Yep.
Royce White is like hanging on Fox News and trying to be super conservative right wing. But here's my thing: is like the WNBA concedes to that shit. Like now they have a task force that is basically gonna put into place what the like parameters are of what a woman is or some shit. Like,
but what were the rules before this though? Like, were there even?
There was. I saw it.
Was
earlier.
there no
It was
standards?
very vague.
But that's my thing, right? Is like this shit wasn't a problem until they made it a fucking problem.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Just ignore those dudes.
Like, why are they insisting that like it's such a giant problem when it literally was not a problem at all?
It was never
the entire
a problem.
time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what annoys me. And the whole point, this is the part that pisses me off more than anything. The whole point is just to say fuck you to trans people. Like that's the whole point, is just to be like fuck you, trans people. You're not normal. Like we don't accept you. And it's like, this is no different than, you know, back before gay marriage was legal, people being total fucking assholes to gay people. Like, how is this any different than that? You know? Yeah.
I still can't wrap my head around if this is like, in a weird way, good for the WNBA, because every news story that comes out about the WNBA is never about the actual basketball on the court. But they've been getting fucking crazy amount of attention of just conversation happening around the league. And like, I went to a Liberty game in Brooklyn maybe a month ago. That shit was popping in there.
Popping? Yeah. My son watches it. My son watches WNBA. He fucks with it.
Yeah. I mean, props to him. Like, here's my thing. I don't think the product is very good because you watch that shit and it's like they're smoking layups and they're missing mad shots. And I don't know. I watch it as a basketball fan and I'm like,
yeah, because you're a basketball fan. So, like, you like basketball. In the same way that I watch golf, I'll watch the minor leagues of golf, the Corn Ferry Tour.
Yeah, respect.
I'll watch that. I'll watch the NCAA guys play because I'm a fan of golf. So, like, real fans will watch the shit. I watch the old guys, the 50 and over guys play golf, you know?
But I also watch it, and I don't know how you watch, like, the older guys because they're probably not as good, obviously not as good as, like, you know, the main PGA Tour. And I'm like, they should probably lower the rims or they should – you know, move the 3-point line or some shit. Because this product is not a good product.
Because you think
I still watch it because it's basketball, but if they're dunking,
if they're dunking on like a 8-foot rim or 9-foot rim, you would watch that. Yeah. No.
Like, do you watch the senior shit and you're like they make changes to the senior shit?
They do, yeah. So like the younger pros will play courses that are like 72 to 7,500 yards.
Yeah,
and the older pros will play like 6,500 to like 7,000 yards.
And they can drive like a cart around and shit like that.
Yes, they're allowed to drive carts if they need to. Yeah. So yeah, there are definitely some differences between them, you know? Like the courses are set up a little bit easier. Yeah, it's true.
And like Shaq took heat because he was like, yo, lower the rims. Like, and everyone was like, "Yo, that's like you shouldn't say that shit." But
Well,
it's also
like,
like
what about the size of the ball? Do they play with the same size ball as the NBA?
it's an inch smaller. It's
Oh,
a
so it is
smaller
a little
ball.
bit smaller. Okay, that's good
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
I always said like my hands are not crazy big.
Mhm.
Like I usually wear a medium large golf glove.
Yeah, same.
And like for me, I can't really palm a basketball. Like it's very,
Mhm.
very difficult for me to be able to get my whole hand around a basketball and hold it. And it just
Yeah.
feels like if I feel like I need a smaller ball to like palm a basketball and like really have control of the ball, you can only imagine how a lot of the women feel playing in
Yeah.
the WNBA, you know. But if their ball's a
Yeah.
little bit smaller, that's good. Support that.
A couple more things here. You went to the concert, but
New York City fans claim an Usher lookalike took his place during part of the show. That is not Usher.
that's what they're saying, bro.
That looks like it is Usher.
Oh, that looks like Usher?
The other one was not Usher. Yeah, that's not Usher.
They were saying in New
That's
York.
the same one? That's the same guy as the other picture?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no. This picture
one
kind of
looks
looks
more
like
like him.
The other one doesn't look like him at all. This does not look like him at all. Neither one of those pictures looks like Usher.
So he had to come out and like defend himself, and he commented on a bunch of posts saying like, "You guys are crazy. Like, why would you think?" But like, I mean, their NBA players rest and sit out and have subs play. He's dancing for 4 hours a night on a tour, back-to-back nights. What's the saying? Like, if he goes to, I mean, New York probably isn't the right city to do that shit in, but like, he goes to like, I don't know, Idaho or some shit. Like, maybe throw a dude out there with some glasses on and just have a dude dancing for an hour.
And the claim, if you see the claim is the lookalike took his place for part of the show. So like that would make sense. Like obviously he didn't do the whole ass show, but like he did part of it. That makes sense. I can see that.
And they go hard for a while. I mean, like I was upset.
Well, they go
I didn't
hard. Yeah, they go hard, man. They're dancing the whole motherfucking time, you know?
I didn't go to the show, but I'm going to Vegas. Molly's going to be out there for jiu-jitsu shit. And the Sunday we're out there, their tour is out there in Vegas. So I might get some tickets for that shit.
Do that shit. Yeah, it's worth it. Do it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to do that shit. But like, yeah, I wasn't. And the fact that he was defending himself hard body on Instagram made me even believe a little bit more that it might have been someone else.
Yeah, you wouldn't be saying shit if it wasn't true. You wouldn't even
100%.
Acknowledge it, you know?
This is the last shit I got. I saw that photo and was just like, the world's coming to an end, bro.
New York, seen from Florida, in person,
Look at that photo, bro.
You know, but the problem is we don't know if that's AI. Like people just.
Oh, really?
That looks like AI. That looks like AI.
I think they showed a progression of like the fucking storm coming in, and I don't know. I mean,
it's possible that
it's always been credible.
It's possible it's not, but it looks to me like AI. Like if you look at the city doesn't look right. The city looks off.
It looks kind of funky, right? Yeah, like that one building shining a little extra, like fucking.
Yeah, like it doesn't look like a proper grid for the streets. It just doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, regardless,
I agree with you. The world is ending though, but this picture is not evidence of that.
There was a fucking what was it? An earthquake just happened in Colombia, bro. Like,
oh, Crystal just told me about that, and there was that one in Venezuela not that long ago that really fucked everything up. Like it really leveled the country. You know?
Yeah, the Colombia was some real shit. Like
horrible,
Jed was texting people out there. Like it's happening places far away. It's only a matter of time before that shit starts happening closer and closer.
Forget. I mean, you have the wildfires in Canada and the wildfires in like Washington State. Like it's here. That shit'll be here too. The other thing is the El Nino is going to lead to like drought and shit and famine. That's what I think is going to happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the El Nino that we're getting, that's going to fucking... Last time there was an El Nino that was this strong, it led to like drought and the Dust Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. El Nino I thought that was some hurricane type shit.
It affects everything. It affects like the weather pattern.
Oh, really?
Which then in turn affects the growing season for the food, which in turn affects how much we can eat. You know?
God damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking scary. All right, let's get to some super cheeselies.
All right, let's do the damn thing, man. That guy, Jack, thanks for the $5. Did Netanyahu hit Trump with his Iran war sales pitch in Trump's first term after exiting the JCPOA? Not according to the reporting. According to the reporting, it was all in the second term. It was all, and they were literally in the Situation Room, and Trump was not sitting at the head of the table, which, implies Netanyahu was. So all very disturbing. What is a foreign leader doing in the Situation Room anyway? That's not allowed. But yeah, I think it was in his second term that happened. But I guess it's possible what you're describing here.
You saw the shit where he was sleeping again in the motherfucker thing today?
Yeah.
Yo, he's passing out lately.
He's a mess, bro. He's a total
He's
mess.
cooked.
Yeah. Roblight, thanks for the $5. If it weren't for Vietnam, where do you think LBJ would rank on a list of U.S. presidents, and how do you think he'd do in today's fucked political climate? I think he'd be okay, because he was sort of one of those dudes who's like, I'm just going to say what I think type shit. So I think he'd be okay in today's political climate, because it actually suits him kind of, if you think about it. And if he didn't do Vietnam, he'd be very positively remembered, because you have like the Civil Rights Act, you have the Voting Rights Act, you have the Great Society, the War on Poverty. So, yeah, I mean, if not for Vietnam, he would be, it's sort of like Biden. Like Biden, if not for arming and funding the genocide, I feel like he would have a decent legacy. LBJ would be right behind FDR if it wasn't for Vietnam,
And now he's playing for the Sixers, so we'll see if he does well.
Time Bandit, thanks for the $10. What do you think are the chances Trump declares martial law in 2028 to cancel the election and stay in office past January 2029, assuming he's alive? So the chances of this specifically, what you're asking for, are very, very low. The chances of him trying to, quote unquote, cancel an election, that's like nearly impossible, because the states run the elections. So like you really can't, as an executive, just be like, no election happening. That's not what we're concerned about. What we're concerned about is him putting his thumb on the scale, him, trying to ballot spoil and ballot purge and effectively steal the election. That is very likely to happen. The canceling an election is like next to no shot of happening. But the martial law thing, which is a little bit of a separate question, for sure, there's a chance he like invokes the Insurrection Act or tries to do martial law. But he would need some other issue to spark that. He would need to like if there's like, let's say, a killing by a police officer or some innocent person, sort of like a George Floyd thing again, and then that leads to big protests, he could then be like, I'm declaring martial law and you guys all got to go home type shit. But to cancel an election, very unlikely. Mohi, thanks for the $20. Will new DSA and JD members going to FTV... What? Will new DSA and Justice Democrats members going to force the vote for House leaders to win policy concessions, abide by the DSA platform, remove endorsements withdrawn if they break with the DSA platform, and expect a DSA primary challenger if they do? I don't know, brother. I don't know. That seems like it's a very wide-ranging question that you'd kind of have to ask the new left-wing candidates who are in there. Here's what I do think. I do think that all the new DSA candidates who are there, Daria Liza, Chris Rabb, all of them who want Malak Heroes, like I think they're a guaranteed vote for the stuff that we like and we support. Will they have the numbers to be able to like leverage their power? That we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if we'll have the numbers to leverage it, but I get the sense that now we have some people in there like Daria Liza and Chris Rabb who are like more serious about throwing around their weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if Chris Rabb has interest in like a higher office, for example. So he might be willing to be like, our version of the Freedom Caucus, to be more aggressive. So we'll see. In terms of them like abiding by the DSA platform, even that, I don't think they could abide by all of it. Cause like I said on my show a number of times, like there's some stuff in there that's just not going to happen. Like, whatever, defunding the police, abolishing the border, or whatever the fuck. Even like abolishing the Senate. As much as I support abolishing the Senate, it's just not going to happen. So like they can't abide by literally all of it or have votes on literally all of it. But I do think that they're going to be a little bit more effective than the Justice Democrats in prior Congresses were, because there's just more of them now. And I think these people are a little willing to be a little more aggressive. So we'll see.
Thanks, Mohit.
Mohammed, thanks for the $10. Sup, handsome Corin. Hey, Kyle, I wanted to say Lindsey Graham having a closed casket funeral is actually standard protocol for members of Congress and presidents. Is it really? I never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Let me look that up.
Because I feel like John McCain's shit was open casket. I feel like Dave Chappelle spoke about that in one of his stand-ups.
No, it says there's no law or formal rule requiring members of Congress to have closed casket funerals. So,
yeah, it should sound shady to me when I heard about it.
Yeah, it sounds like the cope that people would use to try to be like, he wasn't killed, we promise.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, shout out to you, Time Bandit. Appreciate you. Is this a new one? Also, what do you think are the chances Trump officially announces he's running for president in 2028 after the midterms this year? I don't know. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. It's funny because there are times where he's like flirts with the 2028 run thing, but then there's other times where there's reporting of him being like, do you want JD or Marco Rubio to be the heir apparent? So like, willing to like sort of step aside just because you're really fucking old.
We joked
So I
about
don't
it
know.
at that White House Correspondents' Dinner with like his hat and shit.
With that, yeah. No, he's definitely flirted with the 2028 shit. He posted some King Trump 2028 shit. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I genuinely just don't have an answer to your question. I don't know what the chances are that he's going to announce he's running for president. I mean, that would be a political fucking firestorm, obviously. Not that he's, not interested in political firestorms, but I feel like it'd be a little too forthright and a little too early if that's what he were to do, Pumphrey, thanks for the $10. Kyle, are you aware of Hutch smearing you on his Twitch stream every chance he gets? Calls you a liar and a grifter all the time. You're doing great work, man. Drives me nuts. That's all right, man. Let them. I think that people like Hutch are like, I don't know. He hates the DSA. He hates like the left, and I think he feels like his flavor and variety of Democrat have like lost control of the party, and so he's like crashing out over that. I mean, it's a bit of a shame because. You look at how like somebody like Haley Stevens is acting in this moment with grace and dignity and like wholeheartedly endorsing Abdul and like campaigning with Abdul and supporting him. And you just think like, yeah, isn't that the way it's supposed to be? Right. Like there's going to be races where a centrist Democrat wins and a left-wing Democrat loses. And in those races, I 100% am on the side of the centrist Democrat over the Republican. And like, I just thought that people like Hutch, who are all like vote blue no matter who, I really thought that they meant it. And like, when push came to shove in the cases where we won, the left flank won, he would be like all for it. But yeah, I don't know. He just seems to have like a total hate boner for, the left flank of the party. And it's a shame. It sucks. I wish that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would he come after you?
Well, I don't know. These guys I defend Hassan, so maybe that's one reason he hates me. I don't know. He's a weird one. He's very like, he's sort of like a living in Destiny shadow type character. So like Destiny hating me as much as he does, hating Hassan as much as he does. It's sort of like Hutch is like
their brand,
the same brand, same ideology under the umbrella of Destiny. And so he just like leans into it even more. But I don't know. It's fine. Let him do what he's going to do. We'll be over here covering the news, talking real shit, not like this stupid streamer war, YouTuber war garbage. Nobody actually cares about that in the real world. Anyway.
What's it say
Caps, thanks for the $10.
Coffee mug?
It's a Zateo thing. It's like Mehdi Hassan's website, his news outlet.
So, that's what's up.
Yeah. Cap, thanks for the $10. Destiny and his sidekick Mutin can't stop claiming that you endorse Jill Stein, and they also said they'd rather vote for MAGA than someone with you and Hassan's policies because they think you guys are dangerous. I mean, I don't even know how to respond to that. Yeah, the Jill Stein thing is. Before Kamala became the heir apparent, I sent a video wishing Jill Stein a happy birthday and basically like supporting her over what Biden was doing in Gaza. But as anybody who follows the show knows, as soon as Biden stepped aside and Kamala became the heir apparent, from day one, I was riding hard for Kamala. And then I was just flat out ecstatic when Kamala picked Tim Walz as her VP. And so, yeah, I was like a ardent supporter of Kamala. All my coverage indicated that. And so it's just dishonest to pretend like I was, pro Green Party. As soon as Kamala became the standard bearer, I was like 100% in for Kamala. So that's just a lie. And I think they know that and they don't care. They just rather smear and try to make it seem like I'm scary. And yeah, I saw the Destiny's, what did he say? He said like, it's a coin flip, if it's between JD Vance and AOC or like it's 55-45. And like, that says it all. Like, I'm sorry, then you're not like, you're just a lot more right wing than you think you are, in the same way that he was, pro-genocide. Like, that's just right wing. Like, sorry, bro. Like, you can't be like, I'm the liberal guy, but also I support this completely non-liberal thing. Like, it's not a question if it's JD Vance and AOC. That's insane. JD Vance is a fucking election denier, which was his like main issue for the longest time. Now all of a sudden he's like maybe okay with an election denier if the left winger supports Medicare for all running against him. Yeah, I don't know. These people are weird, so it is what it is. Appreciate you, Kat.
AOC is like in the I feel like that conversation is like heating up now with her potentially running.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely in the conversation. Right. Sir Real Wizard, thanks for the $10. Have you ever heard of / played disc golf, or are you just a ball golf kind of guy? I have heard of disc golf. I have like I've never played it officially, but I've thrown around like the disc golf thing, whatever it's called, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of like a frisbee, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, I think yeah.
I
don't know if they take offense to that,
but I've never actually like played it on a course before. But it was fun.
I have a friend. Well, Molly's best friend, her husband, is really into disc golf. Like he's got his own. it's almost like you have your own set of clubs. Like you have your own disc that you throw, and there's like specialized courses that like you go out and play disc golf, and like they're really into it. There's like a fucking championship of that, that like people are. I don't know how you can control it and do it, but like he's really into it, and he travels around and plays that shit a lot. But it's popular. And same with there's foot golf, maybe it's like soccer.
Oh yeah, where you kick a soccer ball into a big ass hole. Yeah, that looks fun as hell.
That looks fun. I would do that more than I would do disc golf.
So I made my own game. So they had it like Dick's Sporting Goods. They had these like kid-like golf clubs that have these giant heads on them.
Mhm.
They're like, kind of like the size like a kid's club would be, like a 10-year-old size or 8-year-old size. And so if you take one of those big-headed golf clubs and you take a tennis ball, and you can hit the tennis ball like maybe 60 yards.
Oh,
and so you can set up like a tennis ball golf thing in the yard. It's kind of fun.
Good. Yeah,
it's fun. It's fun as hell.
You should start that shit, because there was a sport on ESPN where they were throwing a football on a roof of a house, and the way it was like bouncing off the roof, they would have to catch it, and if it hit the chimney, it was an extra point or some shit.
Genius, bro. Like, yes, I did. Sometimes like the games you just like make up in the yard are like the most goated games.
The best, those were the fucking most fun games growing up. Yeah, you should patent that fucking
quit my job and just become a professional tennis ball golf player.
Well, they have spike ball is some shit you play on the beach, where it's like it's almost like a fucking trampoline for your ball, and you like hit it, and then like it bounces up and you got to hit it. There's all these types of games, and there's also like a frisbee game that's Can Jam is another one that was started. Yeah.
SC True, thanks for the $10. If dark woke equals right-wing tactics for left-wing goals, it's BS. Having higher standards than the right is a strength, not a weakness, because people govern with the same values they live their life with. Yeah, I don't agree with that anymore. There was a time where like what you just laid out here was like my whole philosophy of politics, but I don't agree with that anymore. I just don't think it's true. I just think that the Michelle Obama really summed it up when she said, when they go low, we go high. And it's like, okay, well, what if they keep going low and we keep going high, and then they just like end the Constitution, destroy our elections, ruin separation of powers, destroy rule of law? Like, no, sometimes you need like fight fire with fire, and like the biggest, baddest dudes need to be on the side of what's right and what's just. And that means like doing whatever we can to lock up the criminal fascists, like lock them up and let them know, like, we're not allowing a crime spree like this again. And so, dark woke is just an acknowledgement of that. Dark woke is just saying like, we no longer care. We know that the right wingers hate us, and that's okay. We hate them. And like in the past, we would have tried to, oh no, don't hate us. We're nothing to fear. We're not crazy. And it's like, now it's like, why are we doing this? You motherfuckers are crazy. You're the fucking problem. Yeah. That's dark woke. You know what I'm saying? Dark woke is, in the first term, if I called Trump a fat retard, people would be like, bro, chill, because the word retard is ableist and the word fat is fatphobic. Don't do that. Mm-hmm. Now people just be like, yeah, I'm gonna let you cook because fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the feeling. So like, that's what dark woke is. And I think like there's no other, we tried everything else but that. So it's time to do that, There
would always be that shit in high school where it's like, the bully is picking on like the nerd, and it's just picking on him, and everybody's just, the principal will be like, good job not really, getting back at him and taking that, and you did a good job coming and telling me. But then the shit that always got the most respect is when the nerd would punch him in the face, and that shit would end and stop. So it's like, sometimes you need to just punch somebody in the face.
And guess what? The nerd who punches the bully back in the face is not the bad guy. And they're not equal to the bully. Like, they're the good guy.
And they get mad love and respect.
I'm finally going to draw a fucking line. Exactly. I love that.
100%.
Thank you for that example, because that sums up exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Facts.
Jeffrey, thanks for the $10. I recently heard a Zionist while out walking, and he said, if you don't want Jews to have a homeland, then you must not want the Kurds to have a homeland either. Thoughts on the comparison made? Well, I mean, anybody can have a homeland. It's just a matter of like, you need to have equal rights for everybody in the homeland. That's all. Like, that's all anybody's saying is like, if you want to have a homeland, that's great. But you just can't say like, you guys don't count if you live in the homeland, or like, we're taking away your rights, or you have to live in that separate place. Like, that's like apartheid, and that's segregation, and that's not cool. So that's all anybody's saying. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what my reaction would be.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
D-Blues guy, thanks for the $10. I love how the MSM quizzes Abdul El Sayed about Hassan Piker's comments. Can you imagine if the press would dig into all the crazy shit Trump supporters have said? I know. And the other thing, Adam Johnson made this point. He was like, all the centrist Democrats love Bill Maher and go on his show all the time. they never get asked about their affiliation with Bill Maher, and Bill Maher saying that the 9/11 hijackers weren't cowards. You know, like they use it just for the left. They only use this as a cudgel to hit the left over the head with. You know.
You see the AI video of oh, did I say this? Super Mario? Like
Yeah, you did with the fucking 9/11 shit. Yeah, crazy. Sherman, thanks for the $10. What's your guys' ideal outside temperature? I'm a major stan of summer, but these 90 to 100 degree days have been killing me, but I still don't want winter to come. Great question. Corin, I'm going to let you kick it off, and then I'm going to tell everybody my thoughts.
Ideal outside temperature, I would probably have to say like between 78 and 84 degrees maybe would be good with me. But yeah, the 90 to 100 degrees days it's too hot and humid right now, man. Even I'm at a pool and I'm like, it's too hot.
So I've always said this. I'm different than a lot of people when it comes to temperature because I like it hot outside, but I like it cold inside. So like inside at night, I keep that bitch 65 degrees. During the day, I like it at 69 degrees. Crystal likes it at like 72 during the day. I like it at 69 in the day. You know what I'm saying? So like, but outside, to your point, outside I like it hot. Summer's my spring and summer are my favorite, right? But I will say this, like coming out of winter, when you get that first like 65 degree day, oh, that's amazing. When you're used to like 38 degrees, 46 degrees, and then you get hit with a 65 degree banger, that 65 feels like chef's kiss perfect. Yeah. But if you ask me to pick a temperature that's like ideal, I'm going to have to go, let's go 76 degrees. We're going 76.
I could fuck with 76.
I'm going to go 78 actually, because I still
if I was a mentalist, I was thinking 78, and I was going to say it before you said 78, but I was thinking 78.
The reason why I'm going to go 78 too is because 78 is still warm enough to like be at a beach, but it's also warm enough where like you can go play golf and it's not too hot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the do everything outside temperature. I'm an outside guy. I love being outside all the time as much as humanly possible.
Yes.
But to your point, Shermith, fuck the winter. And low key, I know I get a lot of hate for this one. Fuck the fall, bro. I'm not a fall fan. Because here's the thing. In the fall, you might even get a 78 degree day in the fall. To me, that day doesn't feel as good as a 78 degree day in the summer or the spring. And the reason why is I know that this 78 is about to be followed up with a bunch of days that are like 42 and the sun's setting mad early and I'm feeling depressed and I see the motherfucking leaves falling. Like, no, I like the party to never end in the summer and the spring. You know what I'm saying? I like it to be green leaves, beautiful grass, like birds chirping, you know?
Yeah. I like your 78 where you can still have some sweaters in your closet where you don't have to like change up your whole shit. Like, it's like I could throw a sweater on and be good, but I could also throw like just a tank top on and be good or type of shit. Like,
facts.
When you have to switch up your whole wardrobe for some shit, it's like the weather is too extreme.
78 is ideal. Patrick Kling, thanks for the $10. President AOC with filibuster-proof Senate and House. What could be done to bring down price of groceries, houses, etc.? Any chance to get back to pre-greedflation days, pre-greedflation prices? How do we rein in corporate greed? So it's a great question. But first of all, let me just say, a lot of the inflation that's happening now is actually not greedflation. Like this is all directly tied to the Strait of Hormuz being closed. Like this is actually real. This is like there was a lot of greedflation happening during Biden's time in office, but now, no, they like the groceries just cost more. The gas just costs more because the Strait of Hormuz is closed and there's like a limited supply, and that means the high demand, low supply means price goes up. Like that's just economics 101. So this is like I think it's just a category error to talk about greedflation right now, given the fact that Trump is actually to blame for what's going on. But to the rest of your question, President AOC with filibuster-proof Senate and House, what could be done to bring down the price of groceries? I mean, the number one thing would be to end the illegal war against Iran. End the war against Iran, open the Strait of Hormuz, open Bab el-Mandeb, get the oil flowing again, right? Like, that's literally the number one thing you could do to bring down prices. Because like I said, this is not like a price gouging issue right now. It's just not. How to get down the price of houses. See, that one's a tough one because I think the price is going to come down, but I think it's going to come down because of a crash. Like there's some evidence that there's like a crash in the housing market that's brewing right now. So the prices will come down, but it'll be accompanied with like a massive recession at the very least. So we'll see. But yeah,
I find that one harder to believe because that like houses are just going up and up and up. But to your point, the only way it's going to go down is if there's a huge crash.
Some big ass crash. Yeah. And there's got to be because like nobody has money. How are the prices? Every house is $1 million, but nobody has money. You know, like how's that possible?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people
So,
have
yeah.
money because I was out in the Hamptons for that basketball tournament, and there's motherfuckers with money out there.
Bro, that's the Hamptons in the summer. That's like literally the
know.
top 1% out there.
I
You
know,
know,
I
like
know.
that's literally all the rich people.
Bro, we
Yeah.
went to a bagel shop, and like the bagels were dumb expensive, and I felt like a broke ass motherfucker because in the front of the bakery there was a basket, and it said day old muffins, $5. They had a bag of muffins. It was like 5 muffins in that shit for like, it was like $5 or something like that. I was like, I'm gonna eat those shits. A day old muffin. But I
Day-old is
felt
nothing.
like that's what I'm saying. I felt like a homeless dude picking out the muffins compared to everybody else in the line in that shit. Because
what was a fresh one? A fresh one was like $10 or some
it
shit.
was like like $9 or some shit like that. For one, you get a bag of them a day old for $5.
I'm buying that one too. Shit.
I'm buying that shit all day. I bought
Yeah.
it was a good blueberry muffin in that shit.
Yeah, just take some butter, put it on, and then pop in the microwave for like 8 seconds, and you're good.
100%. That was like, I hope every store out here is like, if they had day old turkey sandwiches, I would buy that shit too.
Some real
I'll-
news. Thanks for the 20
take it with
bucks,
a grain
man.
of
Hassan's
salt.
911 comments are idiotic. Dressing up as Mao. Why? Plattner, how many red flags were ignored? DSA want to abolish Senate and Supreme Court. Even Corin knows it's insanity. He's a normie. We can win without resorting to all this nonsense, bro. All right, so let's go through this one by one. The 9/11 comments, like I've always said, he was talking about blowback. See, the CIA concept of blowback. That's what he was talking about. Like, I get that he apologized for it and yada yada. Like, all that's fine and dandy. But like, why are we still talking about this now? The only reason we're talking about this is because it's like trotted out as a smear tactic because Hassan supports a lot of these left flank candidates. That's it. That's the only reason anybody's talking about it. All right, that's point number one. Dressing up as Mao is literally just rage bait for the right, and it obviously worked perfectly. Plattner, again, I can't believe you're still talking about Plattner, but I don't know why you're talking about Plattner. He's no longer the candidate, and now you have somebody named Troy Jackson who's in there. So if anything, you should just be happy instead of rehashing old shit. And the DSA wanting to abolish the Senate. I totally agree with abolishing the Senate. I don't want to abolish the Supreme Court, but I want to rein them in big time. And so I like half agree with them, half disagree with them on that one. Yeah. So anyway, I think that answers everything you're saying. I don't know why there's this weird thing that happens, like where everybody gets pundit brain and like everybody gets like, I'm the Democratic Party's messenger brain. And it's like, I don't know, man, in the space Hassan's in the space that I'm in, like our job is not to be politicians. Like we say what we're thinking and we cover like the news shit. And so like, I don't know, it's just weird to be like, this thing you said hurt them. And it's like, well, that's sort of like a them problem. Like my job is to talk about shit and his job is to talk about shit. And he can say whatever the fuck he wants to say and I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. Like I think that abolishing the Senate is a good idea. That means our system is more democratic. If we just have the House and not the Senate, then we would get more democratic shit through. Like small d democratic, not like Democratic Party shit, but like things people want. So like, is that going to hurt Democrats in an election? Why would it? Why would it hurt Democrats in an election? Like it's always weird when the right says some shit, even if it's unpopular, they'll then argue for it and like try to make it more popular. If we say some shit on the left that sounds like out of bounds of the mainstream, everybody like panics and says like, don't say that. Like, why wouldn't I say that? It actually makes sense. So like, let's talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? Spiderweb, thanks for the $5. Got 2 nice bottles of wine for El Graham and McConnell. Still waiting to drink the second one. I'll get the $600 bottle when the big guy finally, bro. Matter of fact, when the big guy goes, you know what, Corin? That might be the move. I got to talk to Crystal about this.
Shit?
I need her approval. Yeah, I need her approval for this. But low-key, it might be Ace of Spades when the big guy goes. And I might, like I said, I'm about to walk into the cigar store and be like, get me the most expensive fucking cigar, the best cigar you got. I want this to blow my fucking socks off, you know?
Shout out, Spider. Trump ever went, I'll join you in that Ace of Spades shit. I'll put it on the credit card and fucking I'll make it rain with you.
Bro, it's happening.
But yeah,
too,
yeah, 100%. Yeah. But hopefully we'll be able to open that bitch.
True. Jeffrey, thanks for the $5. Martinelli's sparkling cider is the non-alcoholic champagne of all drinks. I'm going to open a chilled bottle when Trump finally kicks the bucket. Yeah, bro. I mean, we'll have that. We'll have that. But I think I'm going Ace of Spades when that happens, man. It deserves it. It's nothing's ever deserved it more than that, you know?
Yeah. No, those glass bottles are next level. That's what I was going to say earlier was like my daughters love. There's a Japanese like drink that they have at all the hibachi places.
Oh yeah, the Japanese soda?
Right? Yeah, and it's got like a little ball in it that you have to push down.
Yeah. That's Japanese soda. That shit is banging.
Banging and goated just because it's like in a glass bottle. I like the Coca-Cola, the Mexican Coca-Cola, because it comes in the glass bottle. Like anything in a glass bottle, I don't know if it's just psychological or whatever, just tastes better by nature.
Yeah, and like I haven't heard shit about, oh, you drink out of a glass bottle, that's bad for you. But I hear that about like microplastics and
Yeah.
out of plastic bottles all the time, you know?
Glass, yeah. If something came out that like drinking out of a glass bottle was bad, I'll be like, nah, fuck you. Because I have more disdain for drinking out of the boxed water shit. Like drinking out of a fucking box to me is like you're gonna pick up some type of chemically type of shit. And that's a popular drink. There's like a boxed water company.
I don't even know
And
that.
I think
Damn.
like drinking shit out of a box, like Vita
Carton?
Coco shit and is in a box, like a carton type of
Mhm.
shit. Yeah. That to me sounds like some shit that would have some more like cancer causing type of shit. So fuck boxes.
Time Bandit, thanks for the $10. Kyle, you got to do a segment on Mark Levin's monologue where he basically said we fought wars in the past, therefore we should now shut up. And about affordability, you stupid young people. Yeah, you know, I actually had that in the rundown. It didn't make it for the show for tomorrow, but maybe the day after. I might throw that bitch in there. Appreciate you, Time Bandit.
You shared the news with Crystal and Sagar?
Oh no, I don't think that's been mentioned publicly yet.
Okay.
So we can't say anything else. But it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Crystal and Sagar have quite a surprise for everybody. Y'all just wait for it. It's gonna be cool as hell. Nah, you're good. Joseph, thanks for the $10. Kyle, one idea for a guest on KKF would be Nick Wright. I know that many of his sports takes are bad, but his political takes are better. It'd be an interesting discussion on politics and sports. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that that guy did politics talk. I knew that he was.
I didn't know he did politics either.
Yeah, I knew he was sports. I didn't know he was politics. The other guy who's got good political takes is Max Kellerman. He's always had good political takes. Yeah.
That'd be if you can get Max Kellerman on your shit, that would be big time.
I mean, I think he might be one of those guys who like he actually likes talking about politics, so maybe he'd do it because he's a fan of that, you know.
He does a podcast now with LeBron's agent, Rich Paul.
Oh yeah. I noticed that. I saw that. That's pretty cool. Is it my internet being a problem, or is it your internet being a problem right now? Probably mine, right?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Is that mine being a problem? Oh, is it? Okay. Shut up and play club. Thanks for the $10. Regarding a Peter Thiel UFO brainwashing theory, one of the main UFO news sources the last few years has been YouTuber Jesse Michaels. Like JD, used to work for Thiel. In my opinion, one of the many Thiel brainwashing assets. That's fair, bro. I can totally see that. That's fair. Peter Thiel's got his fucking tentacles in a lot of shit, and that's one of the things right there. So appreciate you, bro.
Thanks. Shut up and play.
Jagger, thanks for the $10. I find it annoying how leftists just brush off extreme wokeness as woke one was crazy, as if it didn't destroy people's livelihood for even the smallest disagreements. AOC would get curb stomped in 28. I mean, could you give me an example of what we're talking about here? Because I don't know of anything on the left that like comes remotely close to what right-wing political correctness has led to. Like when people made jokes about Charlie Kirk, they lost their jobs. You know, there were people who were marching in anti-genocide rallies and were like deported from the country, you know? So like, I don't know. I just feel like there's nothing on the left that remotely compares to like the damage done by the right. So like, it's just weird the obsession with woke one, if you will, just kind of weird.
Yeah, don't come after us.
John Mizo, thanks for the $15. Corin, just want to say I respect you not jumping on Fauci immediately last episode like a lot of normies would. Also, has anyone ever told you that you sound like a wigger? LOL.
Yeah, bro,
we're from New York, bro. That's what New Yorkers talk like.
Yeah, I wonder where John's from, but like that's how we talk, man. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get everybody fucking getting on my guy Fauci, man. Like, yeah, he might have fucked up a little bit, but also like, who didn't fuck up during the pandemic, man? Like, we were trying to figure shit out. And Fauci's a New Yorker, so let him rock. But like, he fucked up a little bit, right?
I mean, yeah, but like, it's nothing like the right makes it out to be. You know, they make it out to be like he fucking planned the pandemic and poisoned everybody and wanted to do.
He was just doing his job. Like he was trying to figure shit out.
I know. Yeah, totally. Joshua loves art. Thanks for the $10. What do you think of Will Lawrence saying that he'll vote for Hakeem Jeffries and Abdul saying that he wants Obama to campaign with him? So on the Obama one, I think that's just smart politics. Like Obama is literally the most liked politician in the country right now, even more than Bernie. So wanting Obama to campaign with you is absolutely I would want. I'm even cool with Kamala's campaigning with him. I think that's good too. Because, you know, Abdul lost black voters to Haley Stevens, so he needs to, like, get black voters back in the tent. And what better way to do it than have Kamala Harris out there? campaigning for him, and Obama to campaign for him too. So I love both of those things. I got no problems with it whatsoever. I think anybody's criticizing Abdul over that is just way too online. It's one of those things that's like way too like, what do you want? Like, do you want to win or not want to win? Like, that's my question for anybody who would criticize Abdul over that. On the Will Lawrence thing, obviously my initial reaction is like, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that he said he'll vote for Hakeem Jeffries. But my guess is the reason he's doing it is because he wants support from the Democratic Party in his race in the general election. That's my guess, because it's a swing district. So he's trying to like unlock Democratic money to come help him defeat his Republican opponent. So that's my guess. If I'm steel manning him, my guess is the only way he'll get support is if he says like he'll support Hakeem Jeffries. So there's like a logic to why he's doing it. But at the same time, if you're an insurgent left flank candidate, like there's some lines that you kind of probably shouldn't cross. And one of them is probably like just bending the knee to Hakeem Jeffries seems like, seems like a bad idea. But I have to hear like, what is his reasoning? What's his explanation for it? Because I'm sure there's something I'm missing. In the same way that like Zoran Mamdani, he went to DSA and said, don't endorse Hakeem Jeffries' challenger, Chi Ose or whatever his name is. And the reason he did that, Zoran, is because he made a deal with Kathy Hochul. Kathy Hochul said, don't endorse against Hakeem. That's a red line for me. And so Zoran made a deal with Kathy Hochul. Okay, but if I do that, you need to sign off on my agenda, right? Like you need to let me rock with all my shit, raising taxes on the rich, like the whole shit. And she was like, deal. Like you got a deal. If you lay off of Hakeem, then you got my support for whatever. And so it worked. So like initially I was criticizing Zoran, but like when you look at the big picture, there's a reason he did it and it worked, right? So I don't know what Will Lawrence's reason is, but maybe it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't make sense. But my initial reaction is to be like, fuck that, because Hakeem Jeffries sucks.
What about Hillary Clinton? Is she going after, or is she with the guy, Abdul? Or?
She kind of went after Abdul a little bit. She said that, the Republicans are going to hit him over the head with like socialist and communist, and that's a very effective attack. And, the point everybody was making, myself included, is like, what do you know? You lost Michigan to Bernie. You lost Michigan to Trump. Like, you lost Michigan to everybody. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck? He won it. You lost it. What are you doing? Shut up.
I feel like she's always chiming in at moments where it's just like, yeah, we don't need you to chime in. Like,
and that's the one, like, no, we don't need her to campaign for us. You're good. You can go away. Obama can come. Kamala can come. Hillary, sorry. You can go away. You're good.
We're good off that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Jason Control, thanks for the $10. How much faith can we have in the average voter not to blame the elected progressives when the economy and everything else goes to shit? Trump already blaming communists for destroying the country. Well, it depends, right? The timing of it depends. Like, my guess is the economy is going to really collapse within the next couple of years while Trump is in there. So, like, the Republicans are just going to get blamed, and you're going to get, like, wall-to-wall Democratic support. So, that's my guess, right? Like, that's my guess is it's all going to go belly up before the Democrats come in, so the Republicans will get blamed. Now it's possible, like, it gets held together with duct tape and bubble gum, and then the progressives get elected, and then everything immediately goes belly up. But in that scenario, the progressives have an opportunity to really, like, flex their ability to govern, where, like, they can actually deliver universal programs and try to fix the system. So we'll see.
Geez, Sin, thank you.
Team Eccentric, thanks for the $5. Hey, yo, I thought my ankle surgery sucked when they had to repair my tendon. Pecker surgery is crazy work. It is crazy work.
It is kind of crazy work. Imagine having like cast over your like.
Bro,
hey,
he said the size of his
cast.
He said the size of his pinky fingernail, dog.
Yeah, that's
like
wild.
That's not even like you can't.
At first, I read
the
article. I thought it was your pinky, like your pinky.
Like, oh, he's got a pink. No, the pinky fingernail.
I don't even know how that's possible. Like that,
I don't either. I don't even know how he pees. How do you pee?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It looks. Does it look like he doesn't have a dick? Right. It probably looks like there's no penis there.
It's got to be inverted.
And if his dick is that small, how are his balls? Like, because he doesn't have some normal ass balls and then a little fingernail dick. So like the balls got to kind of match the dick to some extent, right? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I keep thinking is it's like all this like mini food that like my daughters buy is like his shit is all miniature, man. Like he needs that surgery, man.
You need dick surgery. You need ball surgery. You need scrotum surgery. You got to just redo the whole shit.
You need it all.
You need to gut it and rebuild it.
But like to his credit, he's kind of gotten enough notoriety where like a female might be like, I'm kind of intrigued by that shit. I want to see what's up. Like he's kind of put himself back on the market by doing that, It's like you
I
could
don't know
put
if there's any women out there
You could
How
put that in
small
your
is it?
dating profile. Yeah, like it's like I used to be, but now I'm like it's like
Yeah, but even if they
fucking swipe right.
like, there's no way they could give him like a 7-inch dick, right?
Nah,
Like,
no shot. Like
yeah,
that's
there's no shot.
Got to be unhealthy.
There's
or
no
like,
shot. Yeah. So like, you know, I don't know,
like
man.
even like when you get hair plugs, there's a certain extent of how much hair you can get. There's got to be a certain
yeah, they got to
extent
take
of
it
like
from the
how much
donor
dick
area.
you can get. Yeah, like, and if
So
your balls
that's
are
rough.
matching your yeah, you're
Because
right.
you can't have like, oh, I increased my size 300%, and your shit is still like the size of the pinky.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's a problem.
Imagine and the doctor's like, what color cast do you want on your shit? Like,
And also
oh,
at that
man.
point, if my shit was that small, I would just commit to like, I'm just gonna
That's
jack off.
my thing.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, like I'm
exactly.
just gonna jack off. I'm not gonna like be with anybody, you know?
Yeah,
That's what I would do
1000%.
if I was him. Anyway, Dennis Dean, thanks for the $10. Did you see the short of El Sayed calling Mike Rogers a bootlicker? Fire. Oh yeah. That was fire. Yeah, and his Roger that fucking thing. It was great. Yeah, no, he's got it, man. He's got that talent. He's got that ability. He's
quick on his
amazing
feet, like the shitting
quick
in the
on his
Oval
feet,
Office shit.
amazing on the campaign trail. Yeah, totally. Yeah, no,
Gangster.
he's got a high ceiling, man. He's got a high ceiling. We love to see it. Fernando, thanks for the $10. I just saw that the geography dude from Barstool Sports on YouTube was sent to Greenland a couple weeks back by Barstool, avoiding any explanation for the visit. I don't know, kind of odd. Yeah, definitely odd. And they're doing some fucking. They're like illegally doing oil drilling in Greenland when Greenland was like, you can't do that, and the U.S. was just like, we're gonna do that, and it's like, okay, that's not cool. This is already like some invasion type shit. Very disturbing stuff.
So Barstool's trying to like get ahead of the story?
No, Barstool, maybe they were sent there by the White House for some reason or another. You know, that's I think what the implication is. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean Portnoy was like cozying up to Trump. He did an interview with him.
He's a fucking bitch.
Wouldn't surprise me, yeah.
QC man, thanks for the $5. A vasectomy not a guarantee. Corin, remember Antonio Cromartie still had a kid after he got snipped. Oh damn, that's wild.
Antonio Cromartie had like 17 kids or some shit, so I'm not worried about that. I've been good.
Yeah, but also, what are the stats, right? Like, it's got to be like, you know, only 1% of the time after you get it, you can have a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something tiny.
Yeah.
George Wade, shout out to George. Thanks for the $10. As a lifelong fat guy, it's not as simple as BU. Tears of a clown is real. You are put down at every stage of life. It's a true struggle for some. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, on the one hand, I sort of agree with what Corin was saying, because it's like, we all loved you as that guy, right? But then on the other hand, there's something about that just doesn't match who he is and who he wants to be. And so he can't live comfortably in that role. You know what I'm saying? And like, that sucks, bro. It sucks to not have, you know, you're not in alignment as a person, and that's got to tear you apart inside. But like, it's also the case that in his attempt to align himself, he's only making it worse, because now you're like, you're skinny, but you're also kind of an asshole, and now nobody likes you, and now you're overcompensating. Like, I want you to find yourself, but you got to like find yourself in a way that's productive. He's almost like made it worse for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's a good point, because I mean, you've grown up as this person, you've known everybody as this person, they've known you as this person, and now to your point, it's like, how do you counteract that shit while still kind of educating on people and like, no, this is the new person I am. It's almost on some like transgender shit, like changing a whole fucking, you know, shit that people have known you for.
I mean, that's kind of what I was getting at too, right? That like, he obviously, who he wants to be and who he is mentally does not match up with the archetype of like the happy-go-lucky fat guy. And like, that's killing him. That's tearing him apart.
Yeah.
But it's like, who are you though as a new guy is my question. Because like, are you like I'm the badass fucking ripped guy now? Because that doesn't really fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a type of guy that you got to be comfortable being. And like, we'll grant you not the fat happy-go-lucky guy anymore. But like, give us something to work with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No,
like,
I agree.
And right now, it's just like, how are you on a stage doing a podcast talking about jujitsu and like, I'll fuck these guys up.
Fuck everybody up. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That just comes across as so try hard, you know?
100%. Yeah. I would have loved to see the like, yeah, I'm doing jiu-jitsu, I'm still getting my ass beat, you know, trying to fuck people up. Like,
something.
Still like, recognize the old shit of like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a tough fucking shit.
Razor Jam, thanks for the $50. Very kind of you. Kyle, you
you,
did a
bro.
video last week covering Kamala Harris. You sounded confident in her possibility winning this time around, but do you think she's sincere? If she wins, flip-flops, and does nothing like a standard lib, that would kill progressive momentum. So I was kind of like warning everybody that she's not to be underestimated in the primary. That's kind of the point I was making. Do I think she's sincere? I mean, look, I think Kamala, if she were to be president, I think the thing she would lean into is the care economy stuff, because that's what she actually cares about, is like, home healthcare workers and stuff like that. Apparently, this is something that she's actually interested in. So I could see her doing like paid maternity leave or like paid vacation time or some like home healthcare workers fully funded through Medicare. Like I could see her doing something on that front and caring about stuff on that front. Do I think she would be as progressive as somebody like Bernie Sanders? I don't think she would be that progressive. But the point of that segment was to say to people, don't underestimate her chances in the primary, because she has a massive lead in name recognition, and seems like she's been able to successfully sort of copy left-wing rhetoric for the past like 6 months now. So that's the point, is don't underestimate her. But in terms of like how she would act as a president, I can see her being like more progressive than Obama and Biden, but not as progressive as Bernie. And so she wouldn't like really scratch the itch of like what progressives really want. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy how that name recognition works like so much.
Oh, it goes so
like,
far.
When she first ran, like nobody rocked with her at all,
It's true.
And then when she was like the person that we had to vote for, it was like, then she became popular.
Yeah, now that she was the standard bearer, people could see her as like, okay, yeah, that's your role, is you run for president. Like you can be the Democratic nominee,
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's like easy for people to imagine that. And they're like, oh yeah, you're leading by default, Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Razor Jim.
Penn Taxenstein, our boy, thanks for the $50, my friend. Very kind.
Thank you, bro.
For my wife, Lauren, to be delivered to Crystal. She looks so pretty today. Make sure you tell her she's also relieved by the lack of felching mentions in your recent vids. Nothing but love for you guys. Well, thank you, Penn Taxenstein. I appreciate it. I would actually shout it to Crystal right now, but I think she's asleep. But I'll make sure to tell her that she looks very pretty. Yeah, but Lauren wants to get the word out, so I got to let her know. Lauren, Penn Taxenstein's wife, says, you look so pretty today. Yeah.
My sister, Davina, says that shit all the time. She loves the outfits that Crystal wears, and shout out to Crystal. I know like back in 88, Molly did like the Rent the Runway where you can like get your outfits and shit. And
Crystal does.
So that's a good company. But Crystal's always first, like with the freshest shit. Like she's always on point with like her appearance and just like, looking good.
She does. So I let her pick out, like sometimes I just let her pick out whatever for me to wear,
Mm-hmm.
She got me these shorts, and I wore the shorts, and our daughter was like, oh, Kyle, those shorts are good, nice as fuck. Like,
did you take credit or say Crystal put you on?
I was like, that's because your mom picked them out, But like, yeah, she's got an eye for that shit,
Some people just have, like an eye for fucking some swagger.
True. Appreciate you, Penn Taxenstein. Bells Leon, thanks for the $10. Kyle, have you heard the more recent thing about Angie Craig here in Minnesota? Allegedly someone that is tied with her campaign went to John Hoffman asking for an endorsement while he was in the ICU. Oh, shit. All right. There's another one from Bells Leon.
Oh, I've kind of been jumping around. I don't even know where we're at.
Everybody vote for Peggy Flanagan in Minnesota. Not Angie Craig. And now he came out with it. They're calling him a liar, which is pretty wild. Yeah, well, vote for Peggy Flanagan, y'all. Vote for Peggy Flanagan, right? Isn't that the race? Peggy Flanagan versus Angie Craig.
Is that Minnesota?
Minnesota. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's a very self-absorbed thing to do for Angie Craig. The reviewer, thanks for the $10. Me and my brother voted for Oliver Larkin this week. My parents voted for Moskowitz, so it evened out. Damn. Well, that sucks about the parents, but that's awesome for you and your brother, man. Shout out to you guys. Love hearing that. And everybody go vote for Oliver Larkin, man. Florida's 25th district. Shout out Florida's 25th district. He's the guy who went on Fox News and called Trump a pedophile, and then they crashed out and like ended the segment early. So shout out to Oliver Larkin.
Shout out to that dude. Thank you, bro.
Bernie Sanchez, thanks for the $20. What are your thoughts on Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, and would you tap either? I am a married man, good sir, and I do not engage such absurd hypotheticals. There's only one woman I'm interested in. Thank you very much.
I mean, I'm a man too. I'll answer the question. Yeah, of course.
Thoughts on Caitlin Clark? She's a phenomenal basketball player. Sophie Cunningham, isn't she the one who's like leaning into the anti-trans shit right now?
That's the
one who's doing that. And I saw her stats. She not all that good, bro.
Yeah,
she's sort of booty cheeks to the max.
She's also in the news though because she got a flagrant foul from the Deontay Carrington, I think her name is, on this guy. Gave her a hard foul across the face. got a flagrant 2, ejected from the game. And then she tweeted from the locker room that night, like white privilege, was basically saying that like she wasn't referring to Sophie in that instance. I don't know.
But were they just trying to get back at her for doing the anti-trans shit, doing the anti-gay?
They could have been. They could have been. Yeah.
Like, because didn't that just happen where she was taking a picture with Riley Gaines and she was trying to say some like.
Yeah. Props to.
I told you last time we talked about this. I said she better watch the fuck out because she's playing with fire now.
Yeah.
You're in a league with a bunch of like
100%.
LGBT players,
Yep.
you know? And so like you say some fucking fucked up shit and they're about to put your ass in fucking line. And like seems like that's what happened, you know?
Hers could have been warranted and justified for getting hit in the face. But like Caitlin Clark, I feel like gets a bad shake of it. Like, I feel like people are going at her for no reason. Like she's never said anything or done anything to
what happened is she came in like she was like the big college player and she was
100%.
like she was like, you know, fucking big time. And so she comes into the WNBA and ticket sales went up big time and like everybody wanted to see her and like great player. And then there was some jealousy from
he had a
beef
with Angel Reese and it was like a black
mm-hmm.
white thing there.
And she
Caitlin Clark is cool people in my eyes. Sophie, fuck her.
Facts. Yeah. Insulin guy, thanks for the $5. My boomer mom loves Bernie but watches cable news. I sent her a bunch of Hassan clips and she thinks he's great. LOL. Dose your boomer parents, folks. Yeah, that's always the thing about Hassan, right? Is like the people who go after him the hardest don't watch him.
Mm-hmm.
They just like know the fucking out of context clips that like are used to try to take him down. But if they just sit there for a day and watch him, they'll be like, oh, okay, I know what this guy's about, and he's fine, you know? So it's so weird to watch the discourse be so disingenuous about him, where it's like, none of you guys even watch him. Shut the fuck up. Joe Scarborough would just melted down over him. It's like, you didn't even watch him. Shut the fuck up, you know?
That's usually how it is, right? They just see clips that they're...
Yeah, exactly. Joseph, thanks for the $10. What are your guys' metrics for who makes an athlete the GOAT in their sport? In addition to individual and team success, does the GOAT also need to have revolutionized the sport somehow? Not from my perspective. It's interesting to hear what Corin thinks on this, but from my perspective it's a feel thing, right? Like I'm not silly enough to think I could come up with some like objective metric that nobody can disagree with on who the GOAT is. So I just go by like, you know, what do I think? What's the criteria? It varies from sport to sport and from day to day. So I don't know. I just give like what my thoughts are in terms of the eye test plus some numbers sprinkled in, both individual and team shit. And that's it. Like, I feel like the GOAT conversation is more like it's for barbershops and you know, bar
ESPN.
rooms and ESPN. Like there's no, I mean, it's not an objective thing. It's hard to really like measure it, you know? So it's just like for talking shit kind of.
Exactly. I think it's just what the what the population wants. It's just conversations. It's just back and forth on Twitter. And you know, the GOAT to me, to Kyle's point, it's like it's the eye test. Like I didn't watch Kareem Abdul-Jabbar play basketball, but like, you know, George Wade will say this shit. Like he had a move that was never replicated, the sky hook. You know, he won 6 championships. He won 3 in college. And like, he's not the GOAT, but to most people, the GOAT is Michael Jordan because they saw him on ESPN every day and dunking and all this shit. It's like, it's all subjective, but you know, it's all just for conversation and people to argue.
So to me and Corin, it was Kobe.
Yeah.
To me and Corin, it was Kobe because we saw Kobe, his whole fucking shit
dominate.
And it was like, you know, to us, he was different. He was like, he's different. He works harder than everybody else. He cares more than everybody else. When he's hot, he's better than anybody else. He
100%.
got 5 rings. You know, he got some rings with Shaq, but then he had to prove himself by winning without Shaq. He won without Shaq with Paul Gasol as his number 2. You know, had to go through, had the hardest opponents in every fucking playoff run that he was in. So like, you know, you can make an argument. And by the way, on YouTube, there's good like GOAT case arguments for everybody. There's good GOAT cases for LeBron, good GOAT cases for Jordan, good GOAT cases for Kareem, good GOAT cases for fucking Bill Russell, good GOAT cases for Jordan, like Kobe. It's all there, you know?
LeBron.
Of course, LeBron, Freefield, thanks for the $10. Abdul, you going to travel to Michigan, Kyler Corin? Also, favorite cigar / beer brand. So beer, we've always been Corona. Always been Corona. Cigar, I don't know enough about cigars to answer that question, but as I told you guys, I have a humidor now, a little humidor, and I'm getting a bunch of cigars for all the victories that we have upcoming, including.
So you're getting into cigars a little more, or like?
Well, no, only for like victory shits, like when we win some shit or there's reason to celebrate. That's when I have cigar, basically. So but I don't have an answer on what my favorite is, because I don't know anything. I don't know enough about them to be able to comment on that. I will say that the one I just had for Abdul's victory was good. It was like a Virginia something or other. Very, very good. It tasted like smooth. I really enjoyed it. and yeah, Corona on the beer. And I don't plan on traveling to Michigan.
I've been
but,
drinking. You ever have
Crystal might want to go with me, so we'll see. What were you gonna
Kona
say?
beer? It's like
Never
Hawaii
had it.
Kona beer.
No, never had it.
It's good. It's smooth. It's like a golden. I've been drinking it a lot more. They have like a Kona Big Wave, is just like a golden beer, and then they have like this mango shit. And apparently, if you like mix the mango with the golden one, it makes this special fucking concoction. And if the bar has it on tap, it's like it's called something, and it's a good mix. I like that shit a lot. But yeah, Corona's always been our shit. Lately, people have been buying a lot of Modelo, and that shit in a cold glass bottle kind of slaps too.
Oh, interesting.
So shout out to those Mexican beers. Yeah.
CK Progressive, thanks for the $10. CNBC reported that the SPR is now below 300 million oil barrels. They also said that the minimum needed for the SPR is 70 million barrels. If true, then in my opinion, the world will get dragged out into 2027. Well, Iran already came out and said that they're not going to open the strait until Trump's gone now. They said that.
What?
And so, yeah, because there's no way you can make a deal with them. Yeah, so rocky road ahead. Iran knows that, like, Iran is literally going to try to help the Democrats in this election and hurt the Republicans because the Republicans have fucked them over so many times that they're like, anything's better than Trump. And so, like, they're like, fuck it, we'll turn the screws on you. We'll lead to an economic crash. And the Democrats will come in and then we'll talk to them, you know?
Oh, there was a video I saw of Triple H was like doing this shit where he was just like going off the turnstiles back and forth, but clearly missing his opponent. And they're like, this is Trump trying to get a deal with Iran or some shit.
100%. Yep.
I'm going to take a piss real quick.
Okay, bet. MacMan, thank you for the $10. If the dollar goes down and is no longer the world reserve currency, how does that impact the ability to fund programs like Medicare for All and free college if they were implemented in the future? It's a great question, my friend. And that's why Trump is so devastating and horrible, is it actually impacts the ability to do that. Because without the dollar as the world reserve currency, that means the dollar sort of collapses. We could have hyperinflation. We totally need to reorganize the way our system works at that point, right? Like, we take a lot of things for granted right now. Like, we take for granted that our debt doesn't really matter because we're the world reserve currency. But as soon as we're no longer the world reserve currency, our debt matters. And then all of a sudden, it's like we actually have to pay down our debt. And that's sort of like impossible given the extreme amount of debt that we have. And so, like, our leaders have really sort of royally fucked us going into the future. And I don't know, man. I mean, my honest answer is that it becomes difficult to do those programs at all once we are no longer the world reserve currency. So, I mean, the real thing that a U.S. president should be working on is repairing our relationship with the world, because we got to try to not lose our status as the world reserve currency. We're too reliant on the way that system works in order to change that. I'm actually going to go piss real quick too, Cor. So.
Okay, bet. Let me see if there's any. No one's sending shit in for me, man. What the hell's going on over here? Can I get one from my guy? Not even really. All right, here we go. What's up, guys? Just wanted to chime in on my buddy's wine combo. Those corks are made to be hard to take off to withstand the pressure in one of those bottles. Yeah, I get that, but also, like, is it going to make that much of a difference in the wine taste that they got to put that shit on so strong that you have to put a wine opener and fucking like, when you have to spin that shit more than 5 or 10 times to get the cork out of there, and then on top of that, pull it, that's too much work to, like, taste wine. So, like, that champagne, beer, like, beer I get, like, but you still need the bottle opener to pull it off. But it's not like wine. Like, I wonder how much worse the wine would taste if you didn't take that long to fucking pull a cork out of that shit. And then the fact that you can't put the cork back in there, like, they make shit that you can put back in there, but it's too much work to take the cork out of that shit. But appreciate you fucking throwing me something there. You saw this one? It, like,
What happened?
that corks are made to be hard to take off to withstand the pressure in one of those bottles. And I was basically saying, like, how much the taste would be different if it wasn't that hard to take the cork out of the shit. Like, would it taste that
Interesting.
much more different?
It probably
You know
would.
what I'm saying?
I would think
You
so.
think
or else they,
there'll be
yeah, or
there'll
else
be
they
a big
wouldn't keep
difference?
doing it. They've been doing it for so long. There's probably a reason why they do it.
Yeah, facts.
Crystal left me some cheesecake, bro. Look at that.
Ooh. Is that Cheesecake Factory?
No, it's from a restaurant by us. Creme brulee cheesecake, it says.
Oh, that's a banging ass flavor. That's such a good combo. How's that taste? Yeah. I was not a cheesecake fan until like I went to Cheesecake Factory and they were like, you could have Oreo cheesecake. It's not even like cheese, it's like Oreos. And like to that, they have creme brulee cheesecake. Like there's banging flavors of that shit. Shout out to cheesecake.
Facts. Team Eccentric, thanks for the $5. Homie carrying a Vienna sausage. Hey man, rock with it if you're making bank off it. I mean, listen, if I'm gonna have the world's tiniest dick, I better make more than 13,000. They better send me 13 million.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have the world's tiniest dick for 13 million, but not for 13,000. That's crazy.
I saw that number on the GoFundMe and I kind of was a little disappointed. I was like, I've seen larger numbers on GoFundMe's for worse causes. That shit should have had a bigger number.
Totally. Broadway Scott, thanks for the $20. I worry that if we win big in November, but things get worse in 27-28, the tide will turn against the Dems in 28. Americans have the patience of a toddler. Kyle, you were on fire on IHIP last week. You and Jen should speak at the DNC in 28. I would love to, my friend. That would be awesome. That's actually a great idea. I hope somebody from the DNC is watching. I'd love to give a speech at the DNC. That'll be fucking barn burner in this bitch.
That would be fire.
So to answer your question, bro, I think that I actually think we're kind of lucky in this way. Even if the Democrats take back control of Congress, Trump is still going to get the blame going into 28. Because to your point, the American people do have the patience of a toddler, but they also will just blame the president for what's going wrong in the country. They don't do it as much for the Senate or the House. And so they're blaming Republicans and Trump because the Republicans have every lever of government right now. But I'm telling you that Trump will still get blamed going into 28. So if we win the House this time, they're still going to get the blame going into 28. So it bodes well for us, you know?
Is IHIP the girl with the blonde hair?
I've had it podcast.
Oh yeah, you freaked that shit. I saw a lot of clips from that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to that lady.
She's awesome. My bad, I'm eating the cheesecake.
No, you're good.
Zelda, thanks for the $10. Hey Kyle, what do you think of the odds that the White House could have fudged the numbers on Trump's cognitive test scores?
1,000%.
I mean, yeah, 1,000%. Of course, he wouldn't go to a doctor that wouldn't lie on his behalf. Remember Ronnie Jackson, who lied on his behalf like crazy? You saw Trump's doctors have been the weirdest looking motherfuckers or alcoholics. He goes to people that'll lie for him, of course. So I think it's overwhelmingly likely that happened.
Yeah, 1,000%. Come on, Zelda, you knew that shit.
Reflector, thanks for the $11. You guys got to look up Malcolm McDonald, the Alco British guy whose pecker fell off into the toilet. So doctors grew a new one on his arm, took years to move it because of COVID and so on. What the fuck?
Hold on, I need to see this shit.
No shot.
Hey, Donald penis arm.
It fell off into the toilet? What does that even mean? You can't just have your dick fall off like that, bro.
No, it's crazy.
Oh, is it a Lorena Bobbitt shit? Don't get the stream pulled. Don't show it and get the stream pulled.
No, it's blocked.
Okay.
That's wild that that's true.
How the fuck? Nah, bro, this is crazy.
I don't know how that's possible. That's some fake shit.
Yeah,
probably.
This sounds like some shit that I would tell you, I dreamed this and it was in a dream, you know?
Yeah.
I dreamed my dick fell off when I was peeing in the toilet. And then I had to grow a dick on my arm, but then they wouldn't put the dick back on my dick area because it was COVID and you can't go to the hospital.
There's no shot that it falls off into the toilet. It's not detachable.
What
you
does
remember that
mean?
song? It was remember? Detachable penis. Do you remember that song?
Of course not. What the fuck?
That was a real song. That was a real song. Detachable penis.
I never heard that shit in my life, bro.
Detachable Penis is a song by anti-guard band King Missile. It was the first single from the band's 1992 album Happy Hour and became a modest hit, reaching number 25 on the Billboard modern rock track charts.
Oh my god.
That was a banger. I'm surprised you never heard that one.
Bro.
Oh, shout out Detachable Penis.
I still can't get over his dick fell off while he was peeing. Come on, man. Would you accidentally take scissors and snip it while not paying attention? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know how that shit fell off.
All right, Nathan, thanks for the $10, man. Good day, boys. In the UK, tomorrow, Count Binface is up against Nigel Farage in a by-election. A rare chance to knock out their Trump their Trump from politics. Can we get a video on it, Kyle? Corin, favorite Pokemon? No promises on that, but I will give the patented Kyle anti-endorsement against Nigel Farage. So
He's no good.
do it. Yeah, he's the Trump of their politics, basically.
Oh, okay.
Although I thought
My
Boris
favorite-
Johnson maybe fit that mold more, but Nigel Farage, there's a case for Nigel Farage too.
My favorite Pokemon was always I like Charizard a lot just because he was just badass, like flame throwing fire guy, and Charmander. Like that whole category of Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard was like I like fire for whatever reason.
I was a Blastoise guy myself.
Blastoise was gangster too. Yeah.
I was a Blastoise guy, but my favorite was always Mewtwo because it was like the one
Yes.
card that was like the most rare when
Magic-y,
we were
right?
kids.
Yeah.
So I always wanted that shit. Never got it. Never got that one.
Yeah. I like the boxer too. You remember Mancho, like
Manchu Walk. that was the Chinese place by me and Corin growing up.
Oh no, it was like Manchu Punch or something like that. Man, what was
Somebody will say it. Look in the
boxer
comments. Somebody
Pokemon?
saying that bitch right now, I bet. I forget.
Hitmonchan.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Hitmonchan?
I do, yeah, now that you say it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Escabasket, thanks for the $10. Japan is getting bailed out by the United States because otherwise they would have to cash in their U.S. bonds, and the U.S. doesn't have the gold to back up their bonds. They would have to cash to Japan. When I did that segment, I read some of the comments, and everybody was saying the same thing. Yeah, that's terrifying, bro. That's terrifying. We're holding the global economy together with duct tape and fucking bubble gum right now, and it's very obvious. But thanks for sharing that. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Cisco.
IT Kirk, thanks for the $10. Kyle, been a long time listener of yours for a decade and love your content. That being said, don't you think Hassan saying that Mao is a great leader is the same as Fuentes saying Hitler is based? No, because he's not talking about like the bad parts, right? Like I think that there's a difference between Nick Fuentes, who likes the bad aspects of Hitler. He likes the fucking the genocide. He likes the racism. Like he enjoys all that stuff. All that Hassan was pointing to was like all of the people who were lifted out of poverty. He wasn't talking about like the mass death. So no, I think there's definitely a difference. It's just like today when I say like when I give China credit, I'm not saying that like I love the authoritarian censorship and the internet that's not free. Like, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they've lifted a lot of people out of poverty and their cities are advanced and their airports are clean and big and their high-speed rail is amazing. And that's what I mean. So like you can put onto it whatever sort of negative interpretation you want, but that's not what he's talking about. Like Hassan is not, he wants what I want. He wants people to have healthcare. He wants people to have education. He wants people to have high wages. Like that's what he wants. And anything that people pretend like, oh, it's not, it's something else. Like they're just, that it's purposefully out of context. Like all of those clips are purposefully out of context to make him sound like a crazy person when he's not. And like, I'm just so tired of the clip chimping. Like go watch his show for a couple of weeks and you'll come away going, yeah, I know what the guy wants. He wants healthcare. He wants education. He wants higher wages. He wants like a functioning system where democracy actually flourishes. Like that's what he wants. So yeah, I mean, like, I don't like the fact that you're even asking the question, bro, is like this is what the right wants you to do. Like they are trying to divide and conquer the left and make you guys go, oh yeah, your left flank is crazy. Why don't you talk about how crazy the DSA is as we fucking frog march people into concentration camps? Eye on the prize, man. Like go after the people who we need to go after. Go after the right. Like that's what you need to do. There's nobody on our side of the aisle that's like a real problem. It's all the people on the right. So that's what I would say to that.
That's why I would respect a lot of athletes when like there would be a news reporter. They'd be like, "Did you hear this clip from your coach? He said this," and then the person would be like, "Well, what was the whole clip? What was the whole shit?" You know, like it's like don't. If you're just looking off that one clip and you haven't done your own research to see what their whole fucking totality of shit is, then like you're not doing your homework on the shit. I got you, bro.
I kill it in Corin. You skipped a couple of super chats.
I was going to the bigger shit, so now we'll get back to some of the $5 shits. Just so you
Reflector,
know.
Thanks for the $5. News duality, second near miss collision on Sydney's tarmac in 2 weeks. Traffic control understaffed, body found in suitcase, not human but adult doll. Jesus Christ. Sounds like you guys are having some issues over there in Australia. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Damn, because my buddy, shout out my boy,
way worse than that.
Was he's in Canada now, but he helped build the Australian like airport, so he might have fucked up.
Blame him, everybody. Reflector, thanks for the $5. It's my B-Day 37. Kyle, can you please do a UC, me and Corin We're down by the Safeway. And raspberry, ideally a finger, strum, and lips one. Thanks. I'm not sure the raspberry thing you're talking about, but you're talking about. Me and Corin was down over there by the Safeway, bro. Anyway, that's that.
We got you.
I don't
Happy
get the rest of
birthday,
it,
bro.
but yeah, happy birthday, man. 37. You're right behind me, man. Right in line with Corin. I think he's the same age as you, right, bro?
38.
Well, you just turned 38, though.
Yeah, I was
were
right there.
37,
Yeah,
like
Molly's
7 seconds
age.
ago.
Yeah,
exactly. The Grand Region of Viltrum, thanks for the $5. Mamdani Caliphate has expanded into Maine and Michigan. Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Florida are next. Michigan is now called the Abdul Abad Sultanate. Yes, I love that. We support that. Abdul El Sayed should wear a tan suit to his swearing-in ceremony while eating a burger with Dijon mustard and doing a fist bump with his wife. I would love that. In an alternate universe, Haley Stevens is a joyful and energetic middle school history teacher with a very strong interest in Middle Eastern history. Totally. I could totally see that too. Shout out, man. Good
Thanks,
comments from Grand Regent. Scheistermeister, thanks for the $5. Bill Maher smearing students as anti-Semitic is peak irony considering he used to finger wag at leftists for annoying and outrageous claims of bigotry. Exactly. Like that's the whole right-wing thing was like, all these lefties call everybody racist who they disagree with. And then if you say like anything critical of Israel, they go anti-Semite. It's like, but no, bro, I thought we were against false claims of bigotry. So yeah, fuck them. And fuck Bill Maher.
Fuck Bill Maher, yeah.
Wes Nelson, thanks for the $5. Top 5 words to trigger MAGA, AOC, California, COVID, Obama, and Biden. Any additions? Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker, Jennifer Welch. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, those work.
Wes Nelson, thanks for the $5. Wasn't the lady who interviewed Abdul on Meet the Press the one who was cozying up to Stephen Miller at the White House Correspondents' Dinner? Ah, good point. Very, very good point. I forgot to mention that in the segment. That's right. That's exactly who it was. Shout out to you, Wes, for being that keen observation there.
Thanks, Wes.
Philip Nelson, thanks again. Hey, Kyle, who do you think is the most disappointing politician besides John Fetterman? That's a good question. I don't know if anybody beats Fetterman because Fetterman was one of us and then became one of them. He was a Bernie guy, and then he became like, a Manchin type.
Yeah, he's a punk.
So I don't know who could be worse than that. I mean, when I think of the worst, you think of Joe Manchin, you think of Kirsten Sinema, you think of, Joe Lieberman back in the day, I guess you could say. But yeah, there's nobody worse than Fetterman these days, man. Like who's worse than Fetterman?
What about the girl from Hawaii?
Oh, Tulsi Gabbard. She was a turncoat too. So yeah, that's a good one, Core, because that's the same sort of mold. She's even worse because she's literally in the Trump administration. Yeah, but then you also have like, the Democrats who like Moskowitz said, he called himself a Ron DeSantis Democrat and he supported Trump's war against Iran. So like he's one of the worst too. And we have a chance to take him out with Oliver Larkin in Florida's 25th. So everybody go vote for him. Philip Nelson, thanks for the $5. Cap, thanks for the. That's all right. Did I skip it?
No,
you're right. Yeah. You're right. Cap, thanks for the $5. It's your boy Lil Cap back again to make it rain on you hoes. Can I get a you know what I mean? Love from the Bay Area. Appreciate you, Cap.
Thanks,
You're
Cap.
the man, bro.
Got one more.
Thank you. Kyle, please consider incorporating some nice pocket squares into your suits. Also look into blazers with wide lapels. They look far more elegant. Okay, I will do exactly that, my friend.
See you, Cap, with the fashion tips.
Yeah,
Cap's
for
like
real.
900 here.
Kyle, would you ever consider going clean shaven again? That beard is a little patchy, homie. Also, the brown hair needs a comeback. Well, I hate to disappoint you on this one, Cap, but that's not going to happen, bro. I'm serious when I say that the beard makes me look a lot better. I've seen Hassan get absolutely dogpiled when he shaves, and I think he's able to pull off clean shaven better than me. And so the beard is staying, and the hair is staying too. Because at this point, if I were to go back to dark hair, it wouldn't look normal. It would look wrong. Like it would look really dyed because it would be really dyed. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I sent you a video. I had old footage from the first Politicon we went to, and you had
2018
like brown hair. And I even looked at it. I was like, he looks like a totally different person. Like it two different people.
That's right.
I like this look on you. I mean, like I'm sure getting used to that. Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, bro, it's the old white guy trick. Like as white guys age and their hair goes white, one of the moves you could do is just dye it blonde, and then people can't really tell the white because it's like white and blonde. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good trick. It like works to mentally trick people into thinking you're younger than you are. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Cap, thanks for the $5. Kyle, a $95 bottle of champagne ain't shit. You can afford much better than that. Cheap ass. Try Dom Perignon, $400 bottle, but worth every penny. I feel like I've had Dom, but I haven't had an expensive bottle of Dom before, like at weddings and shit like that. But no, that Moet was fire, bro. I'm telling you, if you told me that bottle was $600, I'd be like, "Yup, this shit tastes like it's $600." You know what I'm saying? So highly recommended. Do you look at the Vanguard boys as Progressive Voice? Rest in peace as your sons. They should just call you daddy at this point. It's a good question.
Shout
No,
out to
I do
Vanguard.
not. Vanguard are awesome. Shout out to them. And man, they've been working for a long time now. They've been doing this for a long time. Like they are seasoned veterans at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Progressive Voice, didn't he come back recently? I think he came back recently, if I remember correctly. So shout out to Progressive Voice also.
That's the little dude, right? Or no?
Well, he's not little anymore, man. He's in his 20s and shit now, you know?
That was the dude from, like back in the day, right?
Back in the day, yeah. He was the original Vanguard. He was the original progressive TMZ. So I think he came back recently, although I have to check out the channel. But no, it's like anything in life. Like, you know how when you go to school, there's like class of 2010, class of 2009, class of 2008. Like that shit is the same with progressive YouTube also. Like, you know, I'm an OG, but there's like TYT's been longer than me. David Pacman was longer than me.
Yeah.
There's like, you know, like
there's a new draft class every year.
There's a new draft class every year. And like these guys are, you know, part of the class that was below me, right? But then there's also like, you know, think of David Dole of the Rational National, Mike Figueredo of the Humanist Report. Like these guys also came just after me also. And so like everybody gets inspiration from everybody that's ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just par for the course, you know? So shout out to all those guys.
Shout out to Vanguard.
They're all freaking.
I commented on one of their shits because they didn't show me love on the super chat video they did, and then the next video they did. So props to them for that shit, because I was about to go and
Corin enforcing agreement like Trump in there. Like,
I'm flying out to Kansas City. Where the fuck we at? I'm gonna get some barbecue, snuff you in the face, and then go eat my barbecue.
Sherman, thanks for the $5. Hope we're ODing on some normal ass shit. Love y'all. Love you too, man. Appreciate you, Sherman. Diego, thanks for the $5. Now that Kashama lost her race by 40%, will she spend the next 3 months attacking Mamdani, El Sayed, and the DSA for being fake leftists? Yes. And I saw some spicy nuclear hot takes that were bombing left-wing independent media for Kashama Sawant not getting past the first round. I got bad news for you. We couldn't do shit to drag her across the finish line. It ain't got nothing to do with us. That's her problem, you know.
People are cooked.
Path of Then, thanks for the $5. So Iran, Colombia, and Venezuela conveniently had earthquakes. Nah, where's our $1 trillion military budget really going? To blow up little girls in Iran and to a bunch of billionaires building yachts in doomsday bunkers. That's what I think's happening. Appreciate you. Sir Cosmo, thanks for the $5. I volunteered for Abdul on election day. Did Paul Greening at voting location. Felt good seeing him win. Awesome. Shout out to you, senior or senior Cosmo, whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You are awesome, and I love that you helped Abdul, and I'm sure he does as well. Cap, thanks again, man. Kyle, check out the EDP 445 documentary that dropped today. They used one of your clips also, and also EDP called you a liberal sissy. What's EDP 445? You know what it is, Corin? when I read EDP, I think of eau de parfum, which is a concentration for fragrances, for cologne.
Oh, that'd be cool if a fragrance thing was shitting on you, because then like you're in the fragrance world.
But I don't think it's not that. It's not that. It looks like it's a documentary. No, here, let me type in EDP 445 into YouTube, and I'll EDP 445. Okay, let's see. One day ago. Yeah. Oh wait, it's a. Oh no. It's. I was gonna say, is it a Penguin Zero thing? But it's not. It's something else. Sick Mind of EDP 445 official documentary trailer. They gave EDP exactly what he wanted. EDP documentary is crazy. EDP 445 is way worse than I expected. It's a horror movie. Wait, what the fuck? How can it be a horror movie?
People are saying, okay, don't look it up. EDP is, and I regret it immensely, but they're not saying what it is. No one knows what this shit. I think it's fucking some trolling shit. Because usually people will say what it is, but no one knows. Yeah,
I see Penguin Zero did a video on it yesterday, and it's only 12 minutes, so maybe I'll watch what he's talking about when we're done here. But anyway, yeah, it sounds like they're trolling me that I'm in that shit.
Yeah.
Right. Diego, thanks for the $5. Jenks gushing for Tucker's right-wing third-party platform confirmed that these days TYT is objectively worse than MS Now. Yeah, I saw some of his comments on the Tucker thing, and I mean, he keeps saying stuff like, I'm going to take yes for an answer, and it's like, my brother, he is not with us. Stop pretending like he's with us. He's not with us. He's never going to be with us. He is going to take all of this energy that he's using and redirect it into supporting J.D. Vance when he's the nominee for the Republicans. That's what's going to happen. He's going to do the same thing RFK Jr. did, right? When RFK Jr. was like running for president, then he dropped out but endorsed Trump and made like a deal with Trump. You're going to see Tucker does the same shit to get all of his people to support J.D. Vance. That's what's likely to happen. The only other option is he actually creates a third party and takes 2% from the Republican Party and helps Democrats win. And in that case, great, love that. But I love it for a different reason, not because his thing is good, but because it's taking from the right and making them lose. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with him, man.
It's crazy that Hassan can be so popular and Jen can be so close to him, but see, like, kind of go in the opposite direction of him, and people hate him so much, and they're like, aren't they close? You know?
Well, they're uncle and nephew, but I think that, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they
because you would think Jen could be like,
Hassan
let me think
at
like
least.
this
I think
guy.
they've at least defended Hassan. They've like with all the people going after Hassan, they've defended Hassan even though they don't really agree with him completely. So, but I mean that's what you're supposed to do as an uncle. You're supposed to defend your nephew.
Yeah, facts.
Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. I have disagreements with everyone, but thank you for taking a bold stance backing Ukraine more than Crystal, rural living, privacy, and golf. Sorry for the tough questions. That's all right, bro. You're on a you're on a good one tonight. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, facts.
You're welcome
you're
here.
Realizing.
You're welcome here when you have this mood.
Facts.
Appreciate you. Sherman, thanks for the $5. Do any of you have a favorite hot sauce or not into spicy foods at all? My tolerance for spicy is always better than I think it is. Like I think I have no tolerance for it, but I actually can handle an okay amount of it.
Agreed.
But I don't know. What's sriracha? I like sriracha sauce. I think that's fucking delicious.
Frank's makes a good hot sauce. I feel like Frank's is always popular on wings and shit like that. But I'll try some spicy shit if my father-in-law makes it like in his curry. But to Kyle's point, I surprise myself. I feel like sometimes when I have spicy shit.
Because I always tell people like, I can't eat spicy, but then you give me something that's like medium spicy, and I'm like, oh, this is fine.
It's not that bad. Yeah, and then you're always like, this is spicy, and they're like, yeah, that's pretty hot, and you're like, it's not that bad.
Right. Yeah.
You ever do the wing challenge or anything?
No, I never did.
That shit gets hot. I did it one time. I tapped out on. I was like round 8 or some shit.
Become Newman. Thanks for the $5. Disagree with you on your AOC video today when you say socialism is only realistic long term. China will be a fully socialized economy in our lifetimes. Yeah, but I'm talking about the U.S. But I'm not sure what claim of mine you're disagreeing with. You're saying in the AOC video, I said, oh no. I was talking about I was saying that like abolishing all the police or whatever is not something that's going to happen in the short term. I think that's what I was referring to. I'm not sure exactly what quote you're referring to. But yeah, the AOC video was just me giving her props for like doing a good job at an interview, basically. So, but China will be it. China's unique. It's not just socialist, right? Like there are state capitalist elements to it. So, but it's like state directed socialism or state directed capitalism, and like they're just mogging us in every imaginable way, right? And you can pawn that off to the socialist elements. I think that's fair.
What do we have? 10 more minutes?
No, we have about
11:30?
38 more minutes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, butter. Okay.
Near the Far World, thanks for the $5. It's likely that the USA will balkanize with states forming alliances. Things can get worse than the GD wheelbarrows of cash for maybe some bread. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's possible, right? Like the balkanization is possible. I mean, we've talked about let's divorce with the red states, but when the shit really hits the fan and the economy really crumbles and we have such political instability, I don't know. I'm done trying to predict the future. Like anything can happen, I would say,
Thanks to you.
And the GD, he meant the Great Depression. Metalhead Matt, thanks again, man. To defend Dr. Fauci, who's been unfairly targeted, in my opinion, epidemiologists use gain-of-function research to predict virus evolution and develop vaccines earlier. Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to tell everybody, go watch this video from Professor Dave Explains Everything about Dr. Fauci, because that video, he put a lot of fucking effort into that. He researched a lot, and he made a really good case that, like, every criticism from the right is total horseshit. So everybody go watch that Professor Dave Explains Everything video on Fauci. It's a good video.
I mean, like, I feel like the guy was just trying to do his job. Yeah, like, it's like putting people's lives at risk, but like, you need someone telling you like what the North Star should maybe be,
Yeah, for sure. Jack, thanks for the $5. Kyle, would you sign for an AOC Ossoff ticket or vice versa in 2020? I feel like it would be a formidable. It would feel like it would be formidable. P.S. Can we be friends? Sure. If you're in this fan base, you are a friend. And Jack, to answer your question, to answer your question, yeah, I mean, if it's AOC and Ossoff or Ossoff and AOC, yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd be totally cool with that. So, but we'll see. We'll see what our options are come 2028. Cap, thanks for the $5. Former YouTube prankster and drama queen FouseyTube just announced he's running for POTUS as a leftist. He said you inspired him. Would you have him on KK? Wait, bro, what? That guy FouseyTube is a fan? What are you talking about? I don't. Are you? Is this another troll job? This has got to be a troll job. He was like a prankster guy. I watched a video about him because he had like a long YouTube career, but sort of, I guess sort of like fell off in a sense. And no, this has got it. You're trolling. I'm on his YouTube channel right now. The last upload was 4 months ago. Then 5 months ago,
he's like following you or anything, or you can't see that shit.
No, this is on YouTube. So, but I don't see. Is there like a? He's got to be trolling me. There's no way this is real. Let me go to. I'm gonna type in on Twitter, FouseyTube.
Yeah, Cap's known for some trolling shit. I didn't realize who sent this one in.
No, this is fake as fuck. There's no. Bro, why are you fucking trolling us, bro? What the fuck? Get out of here with that nonsense. Justin, thanks for the $5. Hey guys, when y'all get done with being live for 3 hours, do you ever think about how that's not even half of a daily Hassan stream? Bro, it's crazy. No, I never do think about that. And the reason I don't think about that is because today, I was recording all motherfucking day and did another interview just before this. And now I'm doing this. So like Mondays for me, I'm fucking from when I wake up to when I go to sleep, I'm running my fat mouth. Like, so no, I'm not thinking of Hassan. I'm thinking about the fact that I'm fucking not shutting the fuck up today. And I'm annoying myself with the sound of my own voice, you know?
What is Hassan goes on for a long time on his stream?
Yeah, he just streams like all day, basically. He just streams all the time, which is why it's so hard. Like when you see people smear him, it's like, you do know he's live 24/7. So like people can just tune in and listen to what he believes. You know what I'm saying? So like
at some point, if you're talking for fucking 12 hours, like you're going to say some dumb shit that someone could clip.
Of course. Absolutely. Not really Rachel Atwood. Thanks for the $5, Kyle. Your Ceuta crisis take was a bit simplistic. The Abraham Accords was one aspect, but so was a pipeline dispute between Spain, Morocco, and Algeria. Yeah, but didn't Israel just take credit for it? You had all these, the Israeli government officials were like mocking Spain for it. Like, no, it was sort of like planned. It was planned that all those people rushed into Ceuta. But if there's other aspects of it, about Spain or about Algeria or a pipeline, in my research, I didn't see anything about that, but perhaps you're right. And I'm just ignorant on that.
Thanks, Rachel.
Inconspicuous typos. Thanks for the $5. Planning on checking on the election results in Wisconsin tomorrow. You think a Hong victory would be good for progressives running for president in 2028? Yes and no. Yes, it's good anytime a progressive wins anywhere, but she has to win. She has to win the governorship, I think, in order for us to feel like it's a total win for us. Because she's the one that I'm actually most worried about, because she's the one that has the most skeletons in her closet with old posts and shit like that. So I'm rooting for her and I support her. But I'll see what happens in the general, because I am sort of afraid that normies might be scared away from her, particularly they'll defund the police or whatever the fuck type shit that she was on in the past, or no more Thanksgiving or whatever. Like, I know she's just trolling. I know she's just posting some shit, but like they're going to hang that over her head, and we'll see how well she can like flip that into support for her and parlay it. You know what I'm saying? So if she wins the general, if she becomes the governor and the first socialist governor in our history, then that would be like, oh, this is a big deal going into 2028, you know?
That's tomorrow? There could be the first socialist governor?
No, tomorrow's the primary, and she's very likely to win the primary, but then she'd have to run in the general and win that shit. And that's what I'm saying. In order to prove the medal, I need to see that shit, you know?
Facts. Yeah, Wisconsin would be a tough one.
Awesomely curious. Thanks for the $5. Hi, Kyle. Call for a wealth cap of $5 million. It only affects 3.7% of U.S. households. Plus, we can use the money for special programs. Maybe I'd have to think about that one more and read about the upsides and the downsides. To me, that seems maybe a little bit low. But in your defense, there was a time where we had a top marginal tax rate of 93%. And it was basically for all money that was above like $3 million a year or something like that. Right. But that's income. That's different from like net worth. So to have a wealth cap of 5 million. Yeah, I don't know about that. I always said, you guys know my spiel. I've said on the show that like, we should have no billionaires. It should be all money over 999 million should be taxed at 100%. That I'm comfortable saying that. You could even maybe talk me into nobody having more than 500 million. But, you know, I feel like once you get into maybe 100 million, but once you get into like cap the wealth at 5 million, I don't know about that. That seems a little strong for me. That's a little strong for me. You know what I'm saying? Because then you also can't have like, I don't know, with if the cap is that severe, then people can't like nobody could actually, like, I'm thinking of like NBA owners. Nobody could like own an NBA team because you don't have the capital to own an NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible to do certain kinds of business that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, five's a little low.
Yeah. Paustian, thanks for the $5. Who do you hate more? Voters who go back and forth between reps and Dems, or voters who always vote Republican? Voters always vote Republican for sure. Because at least you can make a plausible argument that somebody who's flipped back and forth is like an independent and like, you know, can be swayed. The people who are just down the line Republican, it's like you are lobotomized. You have the brain capacity of a trout. Bro Taco, thanks for the $5. Just found out that my now ex-girlfriend supports Trump in Israel and has been lying to me for a year. Should I be worried she's a Mossad agent? I don't think so. But the fact that you have a shit fetish is now going to come up on the internet. So sorry, bro. That's you got to hold that L. She knows all the kinky ass shit you're into. She knows about your diaper fetish. She knows about you know, you like being a baby and she has to feed you and burp you. Yeah, your little micro penis fetish. She knows about all that now. Noah Winar, thanks for the $6. Hey Kyle, how would you rank the last 3 Democrat presidents from best to worst, and why exactly? And would you say that HW was the last sane Republican president? No, I wouldn't say he's a sane Republican president. I'm not sure there is such a thing, since like Lincoln is probably the last sane Republican president. But to answer your question, ranking the last 3 Democratic presidents, you got to go Obama's the best, Bill Clinton's the second best, Biden's the worst. And the reason I say that is because Obama gave us the Iran nuclear agreement, gave us the Cuba deal, gave
Obamacare.
us Obamacare, which is not as good as it should be. It's not Medicare for all or public option, but it did give a lot of people health insurance. So Obama's number 1. And number 2 is Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton sucked on domestic policy, but he was much better on foreign policy. Way fewer wars, way fewer war crimes, I guess you could say. Biden was number 1 because his domestic policy agenda was good, but he armed and funded a genocide, which made him plummet all the way to like last of the last 3 Democratic presidents. So that would be my ranking. But you can make an argument for Biden above
Clinton got his
Clinton.
meat wet.
Clinton got his meat wet. But you can make an argument for Biden above Clinton if you want to, because Biden's domestic agenda was way better than Clinton, but his foreign policy was worse because of the funding the genocide. But anyway, there you go. Offensive Humor, thanks for the $5. What's up, my brother? As soon as I clicked on the live stream, Kyle literally was saying that he was in Joe position. Man, talk about Kyle out of context. He was in J.O. position. Not sure what he's talking about to you. Oh, jerk off position. Oh, yeah, this part when I was like that. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck
That'd
is
be a
J.O.?
good time to enter.
True, yeah. Awesomely Curious, thanks again. Hi, Kyle. Could you please cover the Florida races? Angie for Senate, Larkin for Florida 25, and Manley in Florida 20. Love from Chicago. Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about Oliver on the show. Angie Nixon is my low-key GOAT. She's got a very difficult race running for U.S. Senate, but we've had her on Crystal Kyle and Friends. I'm a big fan of Angie Nixon. She's a real one, man. Like, I really hope she does well. I hope she wins. That would be amazing if she were able to win in Florida. But Larkin, that race is allegedly close now. Manley, I'd have to look into, but yeah, shout out to all of our Texas candidates holding it down. You guys are awesome out there. Reflector, thanks for the $5. Hot take. I don't know if Bernie wins in 16 because of corporate Dems, lobbies, and media. Some number would back Trump, and even more would try to spoil Bernie. Does he tap Hillary for VP? If not, does she back Bernie like he did her? The DNC, Capitol, and its shills would remain very anti-Bernie. Yeah, I hear you. You're right that he's up against a lot of institutional power, but you got to remember, like, that election Trump won all because of the outsider shit he was saying, all because of like I'm anti-establishment. I'm not going to outsource your jobs. I'm going to stop the wars. Like, that was his whole that was where all of his power was derived from. And Bernie nipped that whole shit in the bud, because Bernie's like, you're lying. You're not going to do that shit. And I'm actually going to end the wars. I'm actually going to give people health care. And so I find it hard to believe that Bernie would have lost. And I guess I do have a slight disagreement with you. I know he's going to be up against Capitol. There's no doubt about that. But I actually think that Hillary and every like elected Democrat would have had to bend the knee, because once somebody becomes the standard bearer of the party, they're undeniable. So like you're seeing this now with Abdul in Michigan. You see Kamala and Obama immediately are like, all right, yeah, let's do it. Let's try to get you elected. And like, they don't agree with all of the stuff he supports, but like that they realize this is the standard bearer of the party now in this state. So it would have been like, there would have been all the Democrats would have supported Bernie and he would have gotten more independence. I think he would have won in 16. But thank you for the thought exercise. Appreciate it. Zrocool, thanks for the $5. Sorry if I'm late to the party on this one, but has anyone ever commented on the fact that Corin sort of looks like Dave Smith?
I think people have said that before, right?
Yeah, but what was the other guy that they said that you look like? There's another guy who used to do like pranks. I'm blanking on his name, but Joey Salads. Joey Salads it was.
Yeah. I pulled his photo up. I think it was more.
I see more of that guy, but I could see a stretch for Dave Smith, but I see more that guy, the Joey Salads guy. But
facts.
There you go. Shake you later. Thanks for the $5. Hey, I just want to say hi. We only have 3 months left to the midterms, but our victory over AIPAC and Trump will be complete soon. Patience. Hey, we'll see. But, Trump's barely hanging on, man. Trump's like barely alive. He's barely sentient and functioning anymore. So, I'm watching this shit. Yeah, he's falling asleep during the day. He's got bruises popping up out of nowhere. Like, he's on borrowed time, homie. We're witnessing the end of something. I'll say that much,
Facts.
QC man, thanks for the $5. Disappointing conservative Ed Case. I saw this won the Hawaii congressional primary Saturday. Hopefully Flanagan and Hong will win on Tuesday in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Yeah, again, Hong is a big favorite to win the primary, for sure. Peggy Flanagan is, I believe it's a close race with her against Angie Craig. So we'll see. But Hong, I kind of have faith she'll win. Flanagan, I'm not sure, but we'll see. I hope so. I hope that's right. Go vote for them, man, if that's your state. Why Paustian? Paustian, thanks for the $5. You used to disagree with Americans being stupid, but now you say half are stupid. What changed? I saw too much stuff and had to change my mind. I kind of I have kind of changed my mind on this a little bit. I used to defend like the intelligence of the American people. What I used to say is they're ignorant, they're not stupid. Now I think they're ignorant and half are stupid, and it's the conservative half. So that's how I think about it now. Yeah, because like if you're still with Trump after all this, the 30% of the people who are with Trump, 36%, like there's no hope for you. Like it's a miracle you could tie your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Zrocool, thanks for the $5. Who do you think Kamala's VP should be if she wins the nomination again? Shit. Who should be her VP? The furthest left motherfucker in the planet? Hassan should be her VP? I'm kidding. No, like, I don't know. Like Abdul, some shit. But if she were to get the nomination, I would have her pick somebody who's on the left. But I think they wouldn't do that. I think they'd probably go more moderate this time. Because last time they picked Tim Walz, who was on the left, and they lost. They might blame it because they're saying, oh, he's too far left. That's not why they lost. But anyway, the skeptic leftist, thanks for the $5. I work for Congressman Gonzalez in Texas 34, who voted for IDF and U.S. integration. Dude is a drunk womanizer who hates his constituents. Sucks he's the Dem. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this guy. I know this guy. This guy is the one who didn't his girlfriend like kill herself or something. I think that's who that is.
Oh.
Yeah, he was cheating on his wife, and the girlfriend like lit herself on fire. Yeah, totally. That's fucking insane.
Fuck that guy.
QC man, thanks for the $5. I don't forgive and forget the bad stuff from the primary, but I'm very pleasantly surprised by how much of a team player Haley Stevens has been. Bro, I said it on the show, dog. I said it on the show. You got to give a lot of credit to Haley Stevens, right? Because you got people out here in this media world, people like Hutch and Destiny, who are whining and crying and bitching and moaning, and they're, they can't help but come after Hassan or come after me or say like, I don't know who I'd vote for if it's AOC and fucking JD Vance, just like unable to come to grips with the fact that the Democratic Party is being what it should have been all along, which is a left-wing party. They can't do it. And their hatred of the DSA is just like bubbling over. But then you have somebody like, Haley Stevens, who has all the more reason to be like bitter. And she's like, no, I want to beat MAGA. And so I'm 100% with Abdul, and I'll campaign with him and I'll support him. I'm not going to say a single motherfucking bad word about him from now until the election. We're in this shit together. And shout out to her, bro. Shout out to her. And I feel even more vindicated now that I said, if she ended up winning, I would have supported her in the general over the Republican. I feel even more vindicated saying that now because clearly she's about that shit too,
About that life. Thanks, QC, man.
Awesomely curious. Thanks again. Time to abolish Silicon Valley. More info at End the U.S. Empire. Go to platform, then abolish Silicon Valley. V1 of site, version 1 of site, version 2 coming soon. It's an organization. Well, shout out to you, Awesomely Curious. Everybody can go check that out if you're so inclined. I wonder what Rokana would think about that. That's the place that he represents.
Awesomely Curious, going from Florida to Silicon Valley to Chicago. She's everywhere.
JK, thanks for the $50 about cigarette packets. In Denmark, packets are filled with disgusting images and lines like smoking causes lung cancer to stop people from smoking. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I think did they do that in the US? They definitely have the Surgeon General warning that says like warning, smoking causes cancer, but I don't know if they have the pictures here. But in a bunch of countries they do. In a bunch of countries they have that. So
yeah,
they're warning everybody.
I would not buy some shit if there was pictures on it.
I mean, that's the goal, right? They don't want you to do it.
Yeah, facts.
Become Newman, thanks for the $5. Mao Zedong is the reason China isn't a Zionist slave state like India. He is a hero to the people of China and the working class around the world. You're not allowed to say that, because if you say that, you support the mass murder of millions of people, or so I'm told. That's what people say. So anyway, there you go, my friend. Appreciate you. Offensive humor, thanks for the $5. All right, guys, what's your go-to breakfast on vacation or on a I don't give a fuck type of morning? No healthy BS like avocado toast. Also, your go-to ice cream at the ice cream truck. All right, let's take this one by one. My go-to breakfast on vacation or an I don't give a fuck type morning. I'll tell you right now because I just sent it to Corin this morning. So I woke up, I was hungry, had to order some shit. I ended up getting a strawberry cream cheese bagel from a bagel place near me.
Too. It wasn't even in New York. I looked at the bagel and I was like, that looks like a good-ass bagel.
Oh, dinky stinky, amazing ass plain bagel toasted with strawberry cream cheese. Wow, delicious.
Yeah.
What about
it had
on
like
that
a
first
golden glaze on it. I'd either go like just a bacon and egg scrambled on a roll with some salt, pepper, ketchup on that bitch, or like a cheddar cheese omelet. But what's becoming more popular is you've seen like these. They got like fruity pebbles, like waffles and pancakes and shit like that. Like they're getting funky with some breakfast shit. I could fuck up some pancakes too.
I'll say those donut spots, like the duck donut spot.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, that's
banging. Yeah.
Crazy.
Throw some sprinkles on anything and some whipped cream, like on a vacation on some pancake type of shit is next level. But
delicious. Yeah.
What's your ice cream truck?
So the first thing, I haven't had ice cream for the ice cream truck in a hot motherfucking minute. But I will say, when I was a kid, it was the WWF ice cream bars.
Yeah.
I would have those shits all the time. Now as an adult, it's like the like strawberry shortcake ice cream.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? With like the crunchy thing.
Shit. Yeah.
That shit. That's what I would get.
That's a banger. I like the chocolate eclair. I also like they used to have this white shark that was kind of like a lemon ice, but it was and then just the old fashioned rocket ship looking shit like red,
I know
white,
what
and blue.
About. Yep.
Smooth, fruity, banging. Doesn't melt too much. You can eat that whole shit. Like that's a banger.
QC man, thanks for the $5. Loser Superman Dean Kane tried to say on Twitter, Abdul El Sayed, not really a high school football captain of his team, was instantly fact checked in his thread. Oh, they're trying to go after Abdul, man. It's so fucked up how like Islamophobic and bigoted these people are. It's so crazy. Like he truly is like the all-American boy, and they're like, no, you can't be that. You're brown, and it's like, sorry, he is. You know what are you gonna do? But
yeah, Trump tried to hit him with that photo of him and his wife, like, and put his shit up next to it.
And it's like, bro, you're an Epstein pedophile, right? And she was allegedly a prostitute. Like, you're not helping your case here, you know? Honeymoon Alone, thanks for the $5. What do y'all think of people thinking the end times will be in a few years / Bible prophecies? AI is the beast. People I know in real life keep saying this. Well, I will say this. Any sort of religious idea of like the end of the world is total bullshit. But anybody talking about the end of the world on some regular ass shit is correct, because I don't know, man. We got climate change spiraling out of control. Exactly. We got famine. We got drought. We got food shortages on the way. Nuclear war. Like, yeah, people are not like, there is some end of the world type shit happening, but it's got nothing to do with Jesus, nothing to do with like any biblical prophecy. It's just like we fucked ourselves up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right, we got like 10 more minutes. We'll go through these.
All right. Natalie, thanks for the $5. Hassan gets hate, but Priest spent $10 million to block sex abuse victims getting justice. CNN has a pundit who stopped my reporting on child sex abuse. Oh, shit. That's crazy. I did not know that. That's wild. Shout out to you. Mr. Hat, thanks for the $5. Not a joke. Chuck Grassley's vacuum from the 70s broke. Kobe Bryant lived and died in between the life of this vacuum. True, but also a vacuum is never alive, actually. So, you know, it is what it is. But Yes, old Beth died. We heard. Tarun, thanks for the $50. Blessings and fortune upon you. Oh, Kulinski and Korinski. Let's turn the U.S. blue, centimeter by centimeter, kind of like an inch but smaller. Exactly, my friend. Thank you for the $50. We appreciate that. Real Boxing Kings, thanks for the $5. I'm so mad that Michigan has the chance to elect a great man in Abdul, and my New Mexico keeps electing the establishment. We could have had Matt Dodson. Yeah, man, look, the sad part, and it's the sad truth, I wish it wasn't, but it is that oftentimes the specific policies and politics don't matter. Oftentimes just whoever's the better, like more charismatic candidate ends up being the one who wins. And sometimes that person is the more moderate asshole. Sometimes the person's more on the left, but like a lot of times it is the charisma. The money matters, but also the charisma and individual matter too. So I'd say that. Appreciate you though, bro.
A quick honorary mention, but they fucking discontinued these bitches.
They discontinued the motherfucking Choco Taco in this bitch. You got to be kidding me.
Dunzo.
Oh my days, bro. That is not acceptable. That was in high school. I used to have that shit. I love that shit.
They got rid of them bitches.
Offensive humor. Thanks for the $50 or $5. Lindsay from the Gray Voice. I just love making my little ladybugs dance and jiggle. I adored Levin's Mini Micro as much as I love war.
Lindsey Graham would love the TMZ story of the micro penis.
Oh, absolutely. He'd be gargling on that shit. The Bay Photo. Thanks for the $5. John Goodman, Jonah Hill, etc. have a legit medical use for Ozempic due to obesity. At least they're not like the rest of Hollywood taking it just because. Totally, man. I mean, I've seen pictures of formerly beautiful actors who like made themselves unattractive using it and like just losing the thing that made them them. So yeah, true. Chaotic Impala, thanks for the $5. What if he already got a hog and he tricked people to make it even bigger? He wants his 8-incher to be like a 12-incher. He's working on that. Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
That'd be a good trick.
Snack Barnett, thanks for the $5. As a urologist, I can say micropenis is very real. The enhancement surgeries aren't FDA approved, cash only, and have many complications. Well, that is fucking terrifying. And I bet you've seen a lot of dicks, bro. If you're a urologist, you probably seen some big ass dicks. You've seen some tiny ass dicks. You've seen some medium ass dicks. There's been a lot of dicks. So shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you. Shout out to those dicks.
Keith Black. Thanks for the $5. Fun question for both of you, gents. You get a superpower. What is it? Secondly, would you go superhero or not? I mean, if I get a superpower, if I got a superpower and whatever it was would be granted like on some genie type shit, I mean, I'd obviously just grant myself the power to like
the future or something.
Just give world peace, right? Like if I can get a superpower, it's like I could just deliver world peace. Well, I would do that shit. So yeah, I'd be a superhero and just deliver world peace, you know?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Boring, but true, you know?
No, that's a good one.
Cartoon, thanks for the $5. Thoughts on the new Daily Wire movie trailer? I did not see the new Daily Wire movie trailer. You're talking about the Jonathan Major shit? Yeah, I haven't seen it, so cannot comment on it, my friend. Rob Sashicum, thanks for the $5. The WNBA should say, take estrogen or get bottom surgery, then you can play. Let's see how serious they are. That I actually believe completely. I think that's the right way to go about it. I think the right way to go about it is to say, if you mean it, take the medication and get the surgery.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. Okay. And then we'll consider it. Go ahead. Let's see you do it. Snip, snip. Here we come. Like, not gonna happen,
about it.
You know?
So yeah, do that shit. Yeah. That's a good way to.
Keelan, thanks for the $5. Would you rather have a bowl of Lindsay's ladybugs every morning for breakfast with his special sauce on the side until 2032 or Trump's third term? Neither one of them bitches. And you are not going to get me to answer your terrible hypothetical. Not fucking happening. Fuck the ladybugs and fuck Trump. One's 9N. Thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, can we get a what's in the bag? Driver, woods, irons, wedges, putter. Sure. What's in the bag is a 2016 Callaway XR16 with Project X 6.5 extra stiff shaft cut down to 45 inches. D0 swing weight on the driver, played at 10 degrees. Then I have a 2 hybrid at 16 degrees. That's like a King Cobra from like 2016 or something like that. Then I have a 21 degree Cobra 1 length hybrid, which is the length of a 7 iron. Then like 4 iron to sand wedge are all 1 length as well, the length of a 7 iron. Project X 6.5 shafts in there, 2 degrees upright, the irons play. Then I have the Justin Rose Axis 1 putter that he used to use but doesn't use anymore, which is like a putter that like keeps the face sort of pointing towards the hole the whole time. Like it's like not a toe hang putter or a face balance putter. It like tries to keep the face square the whole time. So that's my what's in the bag. And ball, I use either Titleist Pro V1 or I use when I want more spin, I use the Tiger Woods Bridgestone BXS ball, which spins a little bit more. It depends on how I'm swinging at the time, if I'm generating more spin or less spin, which one I end up going with. Not really Rachel Atwood. Thanks for the $5. Jeffries is a big weenie. That being said, the best way to neutralize him is to extract concessions, then let him fail as State of the Union and be Dunskies by 2028. Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, that might be what he's thinking. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the thought was in like endorsing him, talking about Will Lawrence. But yeah, I mean, progressives need to be smart. They need to be tactical. And like sometimes that includes like playing the game in a way that feels like it's a betrayal, but it's not. So we'll see. We'll see what they got cooking for us. I'm sure they got some up their sleeve, the progressives.
Thanks, Rachel.
ABC, thanks for the $6. Guys, why not have both of your channels associated with this podcast? Main one, Corin's partnered with Secular Talk, bro, win-win. I mean, we did this. This podcast was on my channel for a hot minute, and we just, I just like gave it to Corin. We could have it on his channel,
Much appreciated because that was
the move. But I think, I think what he's saying though is you can, I think you can like send me a link to share it or something. Like,
I don't know how to do all that shit.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if like I get the views for that then, because I don't want to steal the views from him. I want him to get the views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but like maybe I can release it where like it says it's released on Secular Talk, but also on Corin's World. I'm not sure. I think that's what they're alluding to, but I don't know the specifics of that shit.
I didn't even know that was a thing. But this, this.
But anyway, we do good. Anyway, we get like over 10,000 views per podcast. Like we're chilling over here,
Yeah.
Nick Twith with ADHD. Thanks for the $5. Do you honestly see the Dems taking the Senate come November? Love what you do, Kyle. Fuck Trump. Fuck Israel. Fuck whoever got him elected. Do I see the Dems taking the Senate come November? I do. I mean, I think they're going to win it. Yeah, I do. But the question is, like, are they going to sit the Democrats? Like, what's Trump going to do? How are they going to try to steal it? Like, but in terms of like the vote count, yeah, I think the Democrats are going to win it. I think if you go down the list of the potential swing states, virtually every one, I'd be like, I think the Democrats winning this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're going to win Texas right now. I think the Dems are going to win fucking Texas right now. That's so wild. Like, if we're winning Texas, we're motherfucking winning. Like, no doubt we're winning Maine. No doubt we're winning Alaska. No doubt we're winning Ohio. Yeah, but like you go down the list and it's like win right now. So I don't know. We'll see. But assuming it's free and fair, like, yeah, I think that's happening.
I just feel like there's so much cleaning up to do that it's like it might even make a fucking difference if we win this shit.
I agree with that too, though. Like it's so things are so bad, just to get us back to baseline is like impossible.
Yeah.
We got 9 minutes left, y'all. Fartwain, thanks for the 5 minutes. Did you hear David A. Pacman is going on Ethan Klein show? These crybabies should just start and I'm in love with Hassan, but he hurt me support group. I did hear about that, and that will be very interesting to say the least, because I don't know, David Pacman, he had a bunch of progressive credibility, and like, if you're really just going to like start leaning into this whole anti-Hassan, anti-DSA shtick, like you're going to blow all your progressive credibility. Like that's where the energy in the party is. Like, don't fucking shoot yourself in the dick because you hate Hassan, I don't know. It's very weird. Yeah. James T. Zappa, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, since you're always keeping it real, you ever had friends or family say, hey, reel it in? Or is everyone like, it's just Kyle being Kyle? The latter, it's just Kyle being Kyle. But the fact of the matter is, and I actually like this, like my mom doesn't watch my show. My sister doesn't watch my show. My brother-in-law watches the show, but he's just a fan and he likes the show.
He's good people.
Crystal obviously likes the show. So anybody who watches it just likes the show and likes the stuff I say. And the ones who wouldn't like it, like my mom would say I'm like too foul-mouthed and all that stuff. Like she would say reel it in if she was being honest with me, but she just doesn't watch it, so she doesn't have anything to complain about. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's my answer.
Thanks, James.
Not really Rachel Atwood. Thanks for the $5. Farron Cousins has gone fully dark woke in his takedown of Dan Crenshaw's eye patch and other funny-looking Texas GOP politicians. KKF guest suggestion. Yeah, have we had him on the show? I feel like we may have had him on the show, but Farron's cool. I actually just used him for a clip I did today on the Trump basically starting the invasion of Greenland. I used a clip of his where he talked about it from a few days ago. So shout out to Farron. We appreciate you, man. Albino Plate Carpus, thanks for the $5. Hey Secular, have you heard of Kids Online Safety Act? Very similar to the Kids Act. Yes, that's the shit where they're trying to take away everybody's freedom online and forcing you to like give your driver's license and like prove your age and like get verification for everything you do. Yeah, they're tripping. They're wilding with that shit. AC poll, thanks for the $5. Y'all see Grim/Greenwald attack AOC over Woke 1.0. They talk that they were going after #MeToo and whining about being attacked. It's kind of sad. I did not see Grim and Greenwald going after AOC over Woke 1.0, but I'm not surprised about Glenn going after AOC is the least surprising thing in the world. He made a fucking He made a habit of that for quite a while. AC Poll, thanks for the $5. If not abolish the Senate, at least reform. No filibuster, and let's say one senator for everyone, 500K in a state, more people, more power. I mean, I would ideally like to abolish the Senate, but your reform is better than what we have now. So I'll say that for sure. Appreciate you, AC. Albino, thanks again for the $5. Sorry I had more, but chat not working. I know that war in Iran and the IEC are important, but don't let age verification laws get buried. Yeah, no, it's crazy the shit they're trying to do with like, just trying to take away the freedom of the internet. They're also just trying to take away like freedom, period. Like with all these flock cameras that they're putting up everywhere, it's kind of crazy that they're just like mass surveilling and nobody fucking like bats an eyelash and they're just building it out, Samurai, thanks for the $5. We need to change the rules of the Senate to make it more efficient, like the House of Representatives, according to Article 1. All right, shout out to you, bro. Appreciate
Thanks,
that
Samurai.
comment. Subtle Text, thanks for the $8. You can be quite hyperbolic. Do you consciously try to steel man opposing views / check your priors / research to be as factually accurate as possible? Let's see. Let's take this one by one. I can be quite hyperbolic, yes. In order, I don't know if you know this, but in order to like be a successful commentary person, you sort of got to lean into the shit, right? Like you guys all saw when I went on Piers Morgan, I had all my smug ass sunglasses and I was wearing like a pink shirt and I was just ripping a new asshole. Yeah, into Michael Knowles. Like, yeah, this is what we do, bro. Like, this is how it fucking works. This is the game. So yes, I know I'm hyperbolic.
I mean, look at Trump. Trump's pretty fucking hyperbolic.
Of course, yeah. Do I steel man opposing views? I can, but there's a time where that's merited, and then there's other times where it's like, no, I got to destroy these motherfuckers because they're full of shit, and I need to obliterate them, and that means like, going over the top on their shit. And do I check my priors? Not necessarily because, I know what my worldview is, and I'm like operating with that as a basis. And every day, if I check my priors, then I wouldn't be able to get out of fucking bed in the morning and do my show. And do I research to be as factually accurate as possible? That, of course. Like, yeah, like everything I talk about on the show is I'm like showing what I'm talking about as I talk about it, So that would be
All
my
right,
answer.
last couple here.
Janae's, thanks for the $5. Do you think that AIPAC's plan all along was to drop Haley in the general and go all in on Rodgers, making Abdul a bigger threat for them in a way? Janae's, that is 100% correct. That is exactly what they were doing. And they broadcast it. They basically said it. They basically were like, yeah, like after Abdul won, they were like, yeah, now in the general, we're going to spend against Abdul. And if Haley had won the primary, they would have said, yeah, we're going to support Mike Rodgers in the general. Because they really are like, they're not only like a Israel organization, they're a MAGA organization. This is what people are now beginning to realize is that like Netanyahu equals Trump. AIPAC equals Trump. Israel equals Trump. They're all like, they are all in on the Republican Party. So yes, they like it if they're Democrats who are taking their money because then they could get some return on that investment if the Democrat wins. But they would prefer a Republican 10 out of 10 times because the Republicans are always more cucked to them. So yes, they're like, you're 100% right. You nailed it. That's exactly what the plan was. Bells Lean, thanks for the $5. Hey, Corin, do you have pets?
I no longer have any pets, but at one point I did have 3 dogs between Molly's 2, her mom's 1, but they all have since passed.
Lizzie Bennett, thanks for the $5. I seen your coverage of Abdul's interview with Kristen Welker. It was a masterclass, but when they bring up Hassan and what he said about 9/11, one of two, would it be helpful or hurtful for Abdul to bring up the double standard of what Bill Maher said about 9/11 hijackers? It's a good question. He hasn't gone down that road. He hasn't brought up the Bill Maher thing. No, I think he handled it just fine. I like the cancel culture angle and like I'm trying to talk to his audience, not necessarily him. I like all of that. The Bill Maher thing is one direction he could go. I mean, I'm like kind of autistic about this question. I would like somebody to point out whenever they're asked about this, like, you do realize he was talking about the CIA concept of blowback, that he's not like actually in favor of terrorism. Like you do understand that, right? Like it's kind of insane to pretend like Hassan's in favor of terrorism. He's in favor of giving people healthcare and education and higher wages. So like, I kind of want that reaction. But no, I think the way he handled it is fine. The Bill Maher thing would also be fine in a way. Yeah, I mean, I think he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job. And they're going to ask him about it from now until forever, but like, it's not landing. So who cares? Delusional Donnie, thanks for the $10, bro. If your team clips your best moments from each show, you and more importantly, our ideas would blow up even more and keep us competitive with the right BS. I mean, Delusional Donnie, I think that's happening, bro. Like, I see my stuff all the time on Twitter now in a way that I didn't in the past. People are always taking out little parts here and there and posting it. George Wade, thanks for the $5. Kyle, have you heard of Crowned Skin Body Butter Scents? They work on Shark Tank. There are now a bunch of copycats out as well. I have not heard about that, but I will. Crowned. What's it say, Core? Crowned
skin
body butter scents.
Butter scents.
Crowned skin, body, butter scents. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at that. Appreciate you, George.
Like 2 here.
I had not heard about that, but now I'm interested. Darth Leftist, thanks for the $10. Kyle, I love you, but Hassan literally had a Houthi rebel and gave him the Rogan/Trump treatment, like no pushback. That is bullshit, my friend. That guy was not a Houthi rebel. He was smeared and lied about, pretending he was a Houthi rebel. He was not that. That is an Ethan Klein smear job that you fell for. Chris Wallace, thanks for the $10. Has Kyle heard of the New York nightclub called The Box in relation to Jeffrey Epstein? There's a Substack from Jamie Crawford that goes into detail about it. Crazy rabbit hole. No, I have not. That's fucking crazy, though. In relation to Jeffrey Epstein. Ooh. Ugh. That's gross. Jen Hug, thanks for the $10. Can't think of a question, but just want to say you guys rock and help me keep me sane, both politically and emotionally. Well, thank you, Jen. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Jen, for that. All right, last two.
Last one, last couple. Sage and Candle, thanks for the $5. Detectives took DNA to match my birth mother. Ancestry broke the case after 52 years. More, okay, Jane Doe has a name. Linda Jane Eason Rhodes. Okay.
Damn.
Not quite sure what you're saying there, but we appreciate you. Yakka shit. Thanks for the $5. If there was a God that tried to kill Trump at least 6 times, but the deal with the devil covered him during Vietnam. I mean, he was dodging his own personal Vietnam, which was STDs from orgies, as you know.
Correct. All right, we'll end on this one here because I know the answer to this one, and then.
Brett McIntyre, Kyle, do you watch The Sopranos? I've been binging it. Trump is basically a real-life Tony Soprano times 1,000. Both are powerful sociopaths. I think that is very disrespectful to Tony, who's not nearly as insane as Donald Trump is. Tony's killed way fewer people than Donald Trump has. But yeah, I watched The Sopranos. It's literally a masterpiece. I think it's one of the best shows ever made. Definitely top 3. I don't think anybody could argue outside of the top 3. You know.
All right, Kyle, we love you. You've had a full day. You said of chatting, so we appreciate you. Thank you, bro, for answering. We had 180 super chats tonight. That's, I think, the most we've had in a while.
Holy shit. Shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate all you guys watching. Hope we got to all of them, and we'll see you back here. I'll see you tomorrow, but we'll see you back here next week as well. Appreciate
Kyle, love you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Love
Get some rest.
Man. We'll talk to you later, guys.
See you guys next week. Thanks for rocking out. 180 is crazy. We're going up. And I realized thing. So my videos, the full stream post on my live tab in my YouTube channel, but now I can upload the whole thing to my main feed, which will get pushed out more. So hopefully more people start rocking out. Sorry if I missed it, Pac-Man. I'll get you next week. Sorry, bro. I was trying to get to some of the bigger ones because they're coming in hot and heavy now, man. So hit with something, or I'll try and get you next week. Paco Marco 8094. Love you guys. Who's got the last word? We hit like 100 and probably 60 things tonight. My mom. Does my mom get the last word tonight? Nick, my man's already off. We'll get you next week. Send it in. Thank you, though. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. DeSusamero Samaro fell off a little bit. He watches Corin's World rather than Elmo's World. It'll end there. Thank you, Cookie Monster. All right. Love you guys. See you next week. Peace out, everybody.